His wife's pregnant, so now even less.
No.
But
entering that phase.
I got that Fortnite life.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mang, did you ever play Tales of Vesperia?
A little bit.
Because they have that new like anniversary edition coming out for like
yeah.
I
remember that.
I'm definitely going to be getting that, and Ben's going to pay somebody on eBay like $250 for the collector's edition. I'm sure.
Of course he is.
no surprise.
Yep.
But you didn't get Hollow Knight yet.
No.
So explain that.
I'm working on it.
Explain that.
Explain that.
I might have it if you want it.
And I'm
for
I'm living that War of the Chosen life.
I have Humble Bundle monthly.
Can't
I
get
think it
enough
was
of War of the
recent.
Chosen.
I think it was October's.
Yeah.
Well, I can look.
I know I'd make Mang happy if I at least gave it a fair shake.
Hi everybody.
Are we live?
So you can
Hey everybody.
start, I suppose.
Phil can explain to the
close
viewers
that?
what he's
roll
doing
over
there.
and close that?
Oh yeah.
Is Omni utensil?
On the utensil metal chop.
Yeah, that costs 5 credits if you guys want to buy that in game.
Dang it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
Just break off a piece of Servius. Use that.
That's his Omni utensil. Yeah.
We do it like Japanese. You can drop this
He uses his own iron utensil.
What he's doing here? He just keeps...
What is he doing?
I don't know.
I try not to look in this direction.
He's right next to you, but
Peripheral.
you see him looking past you all the time.
Okay, so last week you guys just
Hold on. Also write down a survival kit and a field radio.
Oh yeah, from last week's purchases. Yep.
Why would you shoot that poodle?
Someone asked those type of
Gangster.
questions.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care for poodles, but I don't bear them ill
We
will.
don't live in that gangster life.
No.
I'm living it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna switch.
Nate Dogg's living that Santa Claus life though. Was that like an epic struggle to get him to sit still, or?
It was a mild struggle.
Okay.
Okay.
I was surprised.
So
it was hard to get him up there, but once he was
you
there,
can write down
Santa's very presence. Yeah.
10 lift.
No, on Monday I was just like,
had.
I saw you like, oh, Thomas is active on Facebook chat. I'm like, oh, he's
Uh,
probably got one of his little.
the rest of us can write down 1 lift.
Everybody else gets a lift.
a what?
I like a lift.
Do I
Drugs.
go on too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You get 9,999.
Is it really drug?
It is
It's
really
a healing drug. It's useful.
For me?
It's a healing.
That wasn't like the temporary healing drug, was it?
Here's
The one
that.
that like gave you health so you could die
that's the
later,
good
possibly.
And you can write down. We can all write down 1 Lazarus patch, and Mert can write down 6.
Ooh,
You already got
I have
6, Merc.
10 now.
Yep.
Lots of Lazarus patches.
I got
You also get
I got so much shit on me.
5 Bezoar and 3 Tsunami.
5.
Wait, does Mert?
Chris Benoit.
Oh no.
Isn't he a wrestler?
Yeah, the kid who like killed his wife
Oh my
and
goodness.
then
Here I am just
And then-
laughing
okay.
about it. Yeah. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. That's like the room where they're like, it's not funny, man. Why are you laughing?
Did he have kids too?
yeah, I think so.
Did he kill his kids?
I don't know. I feel like he might.
What a
Only
farce.
thing to make this story funnier.
Yeah. Bad time to go live.
Yeah. Talking about Chris
Think you
Benoit.
laughing about?
Strike it from the record,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Okay, you're go ahead.
Okay. What are we playing again?
Chris Benoit.
What is
Simulator.
Chris?
Oh no.
You have,
my
you
God.
have a wife in front of you. What do you do?
Only one
Pile
choice.
drive.
If that's how he did
Jesus.
carried out the deed, that
Yeah.
would be
Do you
true.
want to know the real truth?
Uh-oh.
You may as well
Was it
say
the
it,
He
case?
Mert.
murdered his wife, and then the one day, his son the next day,
Oh,
and then
God.
hung himself the next day.
He parceled it out?
Yeah.
How did his
3
son
days,
not
the
know
whole
something
day.
was wrong, like, by the second day?
I mean, he probably was
Okay, Dad, I'm
Like,
finally back from the weekend.
maybe
How old
tied
is that?
down.
Pretty good. Do you want to try one?
Later. Like, give me a little time, but
Give me a little time to get in this game.
do they like intensify the alcohol content, or is it literally just a beer?
6.2.
Okay, so it's a little bit stronger than, because like beer's usually in the 5 range. So okay, interesting. All right, so last session, you guys sold one of your graviton cores to the Nicolas Cage captain.
Our only graviton.
Yes.
For now.
Right. Securing you a good payday. You return to the Gun Hill system in a timely manner to finish unfinished business. Yep. Once again, RoboPilot successfully skirted around the various space debris and asteroids in the area, and you are in the went through the lower atmosphere and are now just above the downtown city center. Your ship is receiving some incidental laser fire, and you're positioned directly over the site where Mang had the premonition that there was an unclaimed shipping container of credits, presumably for a payment that was never picked up by the presumably deceased or abandoned residents of this area. I have... And I think you guys were just about to do your XCOM jump out of the ship.
Yep.
And you're just going to manage the risk of the laser fire for now. Since
Well, Hoshi's firing on the
oh, that's
ship.
right. He's just shooting indiscriminately out at the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Mert, I also gave you a spike thrower.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look up what that.
Yeah, it's like a magnetic shotgun.
Okay. That's a hand. Me. That's not a. I thought that was a ship weapon. I thought that was
me.
That's a
Mario.
me!
I thought that was a ship weapon.
No.
That's
a me.
Okay. So, is it just Hoshi and Service name behind? Servius?
I think so, and
Okay.
my cat.
What are
Right.
you guys all doing?
And Phil's mutant dog.
Dog
Damn.
I believe we're
Dog Gopher, yeah.
tying the cargo container and trying to rip it through the building.
That's
Oh yeah.
Oh, fast
I
style.
remember
Yeah.
what's going on. Yep.
Cool.
And I keep it low and loose.
Yep.
Okay.
Just like we like it.
Oh yeah, here's this.
And then when you guys give me the signal, pull out.
Yep.
Where are you guys gonna go?
We're in the building.
You're dropping into the building. Yeah.
out?
Yep.
We will be hanging on to the shipping container. Real badass style. We got power armor.
Do they have power grippers on them?
Those are called your hands.
Oh.
It's a me.
It's a me. It's a me.
It's not in there. See you, Phil.
Trust me,
Right.
nobody
He's done with his meal. He's gone.
does. Put away his metal
This
chopsticks.
is a dining room to him. Nothing more.
More like a dying room.
The dining room.
We're in the dining room.
Alright. I think this is here.
Since
Oh,
I've been back, this is arguably the longest your character has lasted for me.
Okay.
I'm being a good captain.
It's true.
The concentration of fire from the ship does transfer, as it seems that the targets want to pick you guys off as you're rappelling down from the ship. So I will take evasion saving throws for everybody.
That's a D20.
Everyone outside the ship.
Everyone who's lowering down.
Is there any bonus to the fact that we're in power armor, falling in a dust-filled environment?
Power armor, probably.
Gives you 18 AC.
But does that affect evasion?
Yeah,
No.
it can have the benefit, I guess. Let's get the raw rolls first.
I guess if we get hit, we'll probably just cut it off.
Yeah.
Let's see if any numbers are on the
I ain't
edge.
getting hit.
I'm getting hit.
I'm getting hit.
My evasion is 13 and I rolled 13.
I think
We can.
win
Ne-
on
yeah,
that.
you win a ton.
Okay.
You can never. We can't have D&D on Tuesdays, people can't talk.
Some of them
It's kind of breaking down.
Stop rolling.
Okay.
Bad audio.
waiting to get the good one.
So is that within long range of your arm? It is.
It was a
Alright.
2, and I take that roll
All right.
for whatever that is.
Okay. Studs and Mert, you take 3 and 6 damage respectively from laser rifles.
I'm really glad you take 6.
It's probably good, yeah.
And then I don't. So power armor just gives you a high base AC and it ignores what tech level 3 and lower damage. Is that okay? So you get tagged. Your armor though is not. It's still in fine condition. Yeah, it's not been compromised or anything. And very quickly, the sight line of the crossfire cuts off, and you guys are safely on the ground level. A vacant warehouse building is in front of you, and there's a number of shipping containers in here. But as for, why can't I think of Mang's character's name? It's been a while.
Katsu?
I'm gonna tell you. Roll an intelligence.
Yeah, I rolled a 2. Right.
I rolled a 1.
Katsu will recognize immediately the container from his vision. So it'll be a simple matter of just hitching it up. Well, yeah, that's true. You could. I don't know what. So you see the container. You don't see any other people in sight at this moment.
This the one?
This is the one. Rig it up.
We don't need to look in?
I've already looked into it.
Alright.
There you go.
So what requires, what do we require to hook this up? Do we have, like,
There should be some
cable?
mounting points.
I think you just have the equipment you need.
Okay.
Nothing else is required.
Alright.
I suppose I'll ask how many connecting points do you do?
4.
4, one on each corner of the container.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
All right, that's simple enough. Okay, within a minute of landing, you've got it rigged up. Thomas, the laser fire is still hitting the ship, although Hoshi seems to have either collapsed the floors or actually hit a few targets from some of the areas where the laser fire is coming from. So it seems slightly less frequent than it was when he started. Think I'm getting them, Mr. Robot?
Excellent.
All right.
Man,
And then
That's a crazy
Yeah.
TV show.
your cat's just like been on his like shoulder while he's firing, so it's been
Whispering in his ear.
yeah.
Telling him where to
Hoshi, use
Yep.
the force.
Yep. How far into the warehouse is this thing?
Your cables, so yeah, they're down from the ship and then like kind of curving in through the entrance. You're probably about 40 feet into the warehouse.
Okay.
It's gonna start lifting upwards. It's not gonna snap off like trying to get lifted up, is it?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
We don't want to be probably standing near it
Okay.
until it's free. Alright, Servius. Give it a pull.
pulling out.
Alright, so describe, are you just sending the ship up? Or are you going to try and like go in a favorable direction so that it like gets clear of the building first?
I thought it was going through the building.
So maybe I'll draw. Oh yeah. So you want to just pull it straight through the.
The way I'm picturing it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. And you guys are just on the ground level, standing clear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the ship it easily has enough torque to just lift it up nice and easy. It lifts off, and then Mang, I think you bought I think the reinforced grade.
Yeah, the better stuff.
Okay. Yep.
Suit.
No, the winch system.
There's a loud grating noise as the container thuds into the ceiling and starts tearing through the metal surface, and your ship does experience a little hitch when that happens, but again, you can just increase the throttle a little bit and that should be enough. Do you do so?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Container is now punctured a nice hole through the ceiling, and it is still secured to this towing system.
Where are you guys?
We'll bring it back down. We'll hop on, and then you can.
Alright, as I was doing that, I was thinking, like, am I gonna crush these guys? Alright, I'll bring it back
I'm
down.
glad you had that thought. But
Yeah.
you voiced none of it.
The whole ceiling just
Well, I
collapses
mean,
on you.
I was
How can I
told to pull
crush
out.
You know, a ceiling collapsing on you, like this type of kind of thinner one with power suits, probably wouldn't be fatal, so
Yeah.
it'd be alright. Okay. So you guys are going to climb on top of the shipping container?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. It's not the easiest given its height and the fact that you guys are wearing suits of armor.
Is it
They're power armor though.
Right.
is it locked?
This isn't like medieval.
No, I know, but you know, it's like,
It's not jumping armor.
I mean, think about, you know,
What do you know?
I don't know. Does it?
I think you know.
if the container, if it's like, you know, up to where like the top of that picture is, you know, and it's not designed to be climbed on, it would still take a little skill to go up a metal surface like
Human
that.
ladder.
Does someone want to give boosts?
I will give boosts.
You will give
I will
boosts?
give boosts.
Okay,
Sean, is the container locked?
it is.
I hope.
It does
There's,
provide infrared vision. That's pretty cool.
There's a keypad for accessing inside of it.
You can hook your power suit up to your energy weapon to have unlimited ammo.
That's pretty
Oh.
cool.
So keep
How
that
much
in mind.
does it say? How much an assault suit weighs?
1 pound.
Come on,
You
take
could
like a
pretend you're Arnold from Commando and
really
just have
super
unlimited
like
ammo.
Space Marine
I mean,
from
it's
StarCraft.
Encumbrance 2.
Although he doesn't even have unlimited ammo in Commando, he has to switch weapons occasionally. Anyway,
He's got close
Clearly.
though.
yeah, it is.
I'll boost everyone up, and then I'll go inside the container.
Okay,
And
Studs, do you have Exert?
Nope.
Okay. Since you don't have the skill, I'm going to require an Exert roll to boost them. So you will, you can use either, you have to use Strength for this
Okay.
as your mod.
Well, that will be a mod of 0.
Okay.
So
Why you
2d6
do
and
that?
So it'd
negative
be
1.
minus
I
1
have,
then.
I have
The-
Exert.
Then Merge would be better off as the booster unless Studs wants to do it.
Alright, well, if you can get up on your own. I was just thinking I'll get people up, and then I'll just go inside. Because I want to die by
Merc
falling off, and I feel like I'm going to fall off.
Mert gets everybody else up. You get Mert up.
Yeah, we'll do it that
I
way.
could just teleport on top of it.
Yeah, actually, fuck that. I teleport on top of it. I think we both.
Alright, so the two psionic users are up.
Yeah.
Okay. That means Mert, you have to boost these two. And you
No,
have a skill
not
of Exert.
him.
Oh, no, that's right. So just Studs.
That's what I was asking.
But I wanna
I
go
could
in-
just
I want to go inside.
telekinesis him up.
I want to go inside. I'm going
Can you
inside.
telekinesis objects that large?
441 pounds.
Oh. Alright.
That's why I asked how heavy the assault suits were.
I don't know. How heavy is like plate armor?
I don't know, 100 pounds?
A suit of plate armor. That's.
50 pounds?
I think it's probably closer to 100 pounds. Like a full suit of plate.
With the
Yeah.
helmet on?
Mm-hmm.
But these assault suits are probably lighter, right? In fact,
And these are also
is it
power
weightless?
suits.
I thought it's like there's
So
no
I feel like there's probably energy running
That's
through
what I
enough.
thought.
Like,
Plate armor.
There's
what I
a lot of stuff.
That's why I thought it was pretty heavy. That's why I asked.
It is.
assault suit.
Are you researching the weight of
I
plate
thought it was
armor?
made of power.
yeah, well, no.
No,
It's like 33 to 55 pounds.
For an assault suit or
For
for
plate armor.
plate armor? Okay.
Looking up
it's
the-
fine.
And I could look up weight of power armor. For Warhammer, it's like 700 kilograms.
Oh my god.
That's a lot.
That's like a Marine
No,
from
is it
StarCraft
power?
right
Yeah,
there.
power.
I don't know why
I thought
we're
it was
discussing. Sean,
power.
I want to hack
same
into
thing.
it and go inside
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah,
I don't know why we're
It's the
discussing it.
same
Alright.
thing.
Really?
It is electronic.
Oh, it's just so
It's
heavy, but the electricity
Yeah,
helps
nobody else.
move it.
The only
It's
person
like-
who needs to go.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like an
you
exoskeleton, so
want
it helps
to-
your.
Well,
Just
he went
open the
inside.
door.
It doesn't
control.
feel heavy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
as you're moving, but it is heavy.
Commence with your roll.
How could it not be? There's a lot of shit in there.
14?
Protective, man.
I thought it was like
Best hacker in the
force field
galaxy.
technology.
No, we don't have that. That's an option, but we
Not
don't have
only
that.
do you open the door, but you get transaction information as well that you can review later about
Okay.
who this was intended for, what was sold, that sort of thing. So,
Alright.
but for now, yes, you go inside and you see there's a good amount of empty space in there, as well as very cushioned like packages of credits inside.
Perfect.
So, bless you. Thank you. Yep. So you see your hacker go inside.
I come inside with.
Yep. And you can
Fine.
even close the door from the inside too.
Fine.
Cool.
Okay. Thomas, while you're holding position, you're getting some garbled messages coming through your comm system. One is coming from a guy who's calling himself Paul Danton. He says he seems to be hailing your ship specifically, saying that he picked you up on his scanners, and he's requesting a pickup.
He wants to.
Yeah, he seems to be stranded here, and he's promising some good information if you can help him. You're also receiving a distress signal from a man called Lars Robertson, saying that he runs a homestead that's slowly being taken out by the tsunami waves, and that he's trying to get his family out of here. And the third and final communication your ship is receiving is from Farbridge Industries. It's a demand for you to state your intentions and report to the coordinates, which is the docking bay of the system. So you've got all these messages coming at you on your comms right now.
So the last one wants me to dock.
Yes, saying that you need to come here to be processed, basically.
Under what?
Farbridge Industries.
Is the crew on board, or are they like hanging, they're dangling right now?
Well, you're pulling them up as we speak.
Well, if I can respond.
You can.
The first one, I'll send a message and say, what is the information pertaining?
Okay. He responds, vault site, valuable tech. Okay.
I'll, do these guys have their comms?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start the group chat.
Okay.
And,
Do you wanna pull the container into the ship itself, or have it?
Yeah,
if that's possible.
It is. Yep.
That's the plan.
Okay. Again, there's laser fire, but again, Hoshi's done enough that no save is required this time. He's hit enough of them. It's a little bit wobbly for you guys as the container makes its final ascent into the ship, but your pilot is able to keep it steady enough that there's no save to try and stay on. So container's been pulled up into the ship, and Thomas, you're still reasonably confident that the ship hasn't taken any damage yet from the laser fire, though you're getting less and less comfortable with that assumption as time goes on.
Is there still just people firing at me?
There's still pockets of laser fire coming from various parts of the city. Yep.
I'm gonna film in
Okay.
on the transmissions and say, this Danton guy might lead us to our next scavenge.
In exchange for a lift-off planet.
Or it could be a trap.
Could be.
Can I, Sean, can I figure out, can I read the transaction?
Yes. The payment is to Farbridge Industries. Attention, Alex Farbridge. And the item sold is just designated as 6 special units. That's it. And the payment is for 350,000 credits.
Alright.
Okay. You don't know. You haven't actually gone through the credits to see if that's all intact on the shipping container, but at quick glance, that looks like about what's in there.
And it didn't say who it was
Oh, yeah, it does.
to and from?
So it's to Alex. The payment is to Alex Farbridge.
Yeah.
I do have a name for Elaine Borzier. There's like no corporation or anything with his. You just have his name.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, take us into the upper atmosphere.
Alright.
Tsunami should be along sometime soon.
Take care of the little pea shooter guys.
Yeah. Exactly. Somebody count the credits.
In the box?
Yep.
Yeah, in the box.
And outside the box.
Is it locked though?
I'm inside of it.
inside of it.
What's in the box? Come on, what's in the box? Tell me.
How'd you get in there?
I hacked into it.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was electronic.
Now I know with utter certainty that this box was the most valuable thing on this planet.
Well,
Yeah.
or was it the most valuable thing you would find?
That you knew
I
about.
spent excessive amounts of time looking into the future.
But like, if it's only your future, then you might not find.
My future includes this guy's vault, though, potentially.
Sure.
So there's nothing that's going to be in that vault that's more valuable than this shipping crate.
Yeah, see, all that maybe it could be close.
Could be. That's why I want to know how much is in the box.
And
Well, supposedly 350,000, but
Well, who's counting?
is there a way to look?
I don't know.
Who's
Count.
counting?
He'd be the best suited.
The
to do
man
it.
in the
Yeah.
box.
Electronic
Yeah.
count.
You don't get out of that box until I get a number.
Hopefully you can just like open up a text file
Yeah.
or something.
I'll count it.
Okay.
We got time.
It is the payment as prescribed.
There you go.
And I will also say that we respect the authority of these.
We're
Authorities.
scavengers.
We respect no authority but
Yeah,
our own.
Planet's doomed.
I'll request their paperwork.
Okay, you get no response to that.
They never have paperwork.
It's just the middle finger you give everybody. Just like it's like, can you show me your paperwork?
It might be after their payment though, so that might be a little concerning.
Okay, so 350,000 credits. It was a very clean job. We could
Yeah.
leave now, no harm done. Is it worth going into uncharted territory?
What if it's just really simple? Like, should I ask him, like, can you get on a rooftop or something? And it was.
A vault?
I thought he wants to be rescued in exchange for information.
Right, that's the thing.
Like, that would be easy, maybe.
Rescuing it? Well, sure. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about getting the goods.
Are they on this planet?
And we did technically just steal from a corporation, so they might want their money back.
What if it's a setup? It's probably not.
Which guy? Paul?
Danton. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems unlikely. He probably does want to get off planet. Who else called you?
Some farmer. But worried about his kids.
Yeah, I'm more tempted to lean that way.
Really?
Saving a
the
family,
offers-
it's simple. We in and out.
Simple, it's a good deed.
But he offers
We
us
fucked
nothing.
this planet hard, man.
What is this farmer
This is-
offer
We
us?
laid this planet face down.
This guy's just your arc family. It's like we saved
What?
one family.
Why not? Why
You
not
could
save? Why not save
Believing
both?
Noah and
He
his
could bring bacteria.
Save both, and then we'll find out if his
Humans.
information's useful.
Well, we
or
have a
not.
medical guy to check him out. We're in power armor, so. All right, let's pick up the family. Get back on the horn with Paul. Find out where he is.
Alright.
Oh, can I communicate?
You're a comms officer.
Yep, that can be your
If-
job. Yep.
Communication is my job, and I've never been on the plane or the ship when we.
No,
Never
that's
been
true.
in any sort of.
I've never been on a ship when
Communication
there's
situation, yeah.
It's always been Thomas alone. He just wants paperwork.
Papers, please.
Never get it.
papers.
One day there's going to be someone like giving papers, and I'm going to have to respect it.
It'll be a warrant for your arrest and be like, well, I can't argue with that, yeah.
It's ironclad.
It'll just say, "Let me board your ship." I'm like, alright.
Okay. So, Studs, you've got, again, there's the 3 communications. I think it's been
Yeah.
decided that you're just ignoring the guy from Farbridge Industries.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
So would you like to make contact with... okay.
First.
Yep, so you've got a frequency for Lars Robertson. He's some kind of farmer, and he's just been sending a general distress signal with his coordinates to any vessels that can basically get his family off world.
Alright, I'll reach out communication.
Hello?
Hello, this is Constantine with the Excelsior. I hear you're in need of assistance.
Excelsior, that sounds like a ship.
It is.
Yes, we're barely hanging on here. Our prefab barn just went with the last tsunami. I think our home's gonna go next.
Is the coordinates that you're sending the current location?
He repeats them to you, and he says, "That's what you've been receiving, right?" And it is.
All right. Yep.
Yes, please. I'll give you whatever I can scrape together, but I just want to save my family.
All right. I'll relay the information to the captain and the pilot on the cords.
Okay. So Thomas, you've got coordinates. You
Are
proceed.
they close?
It's about 250 miles away from the city, so relatively speaking, yes.
Alright, I'll start heading over.
Okay, yeah, that will take you just a matter of minutes. Yep, so you've got your container full of the credits. You zip over there. I believe I can fly.
Do you
think
believe
you
you can
might-
touch this guy?
Does comms also monitor radar activity?
Do we have scoopers?
I think. Let's see.
Thought I did the scanner.
Yeah.
I need to consult the ship.
All sensors are
All-
held by the comms officer.
Yeah. Okay, Studs, as you arrive at your destination, you see that new ships are approaching Nauzira's orbit. You identify... actually, just one ship right now. No, impossible that there's more ships on the way, but just the one right now.
Got my own precog.
Yep.
Shit's about to go down.
Yep. But again, you guys are in, lower Nauziran atmosphere. You're not in space right now, as you're just about flying over the farmstead. And yeah, you're in a coastal region. You can actually see where the seabed is empty right now, so the tsunami probably went in another direction recently, so you can see the ocean floor not too far in the distance. And yeah, right now there's just signs that there was some recent devastation in the area, and you see a cluster of kind of gray farm buildings. So just basically think Tatooine, that sort of thing, that slightly futuristic. And yep, you see there's about 6 people kind of all huddled together at the base of one of the buildings.
Bring the ship down.
I lower it.
What was the ship that entered the atmosphere?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can do. Let's see. That's an interesting song. Okay, starships. General reactions.
Here's you, Phil.
Okay.
Alright. Is he grabbing his
Uh,
stick? No,
I'll
it's
take
just-
I'll take a programming studs.
Take a programming
Yep.
studs.
Programming studs.
Hands.
Old spine.
Roll spy.
11.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. They seem to have some degree of masking protocols on the scanners, but you were able to discern a good amount of the information before that information went dark. Although the ship itself is still not being jammed on your system. You have a patrol boat size class ship. And oh yes, Thomas, I will take one now too.
I mean, if they're being offered up, I would love the possibility to.
Thank you.
I'll take one. Thank you.
Sean's getting drunk tonight.
Yep. As far as the origin point of the ship, yeah, I'll give this to you because your roll is pretty good. It's not using a Drethik frequency, so it's from somewhere else in the system.
Are patrol boats, I assume, or patrol ships relatively small? In
No,
comparison?
they're larger.
That's what we just sold.
Yeah.
4 times bigger than us.
Oh, so it's a
Yeah.
big one. Okay.
It's kind of like lower end military vessel.
So that's the one that's minimum 5 people.
Yep.
It's not Drethic. It's big for a pirate ship. I guess Law of Cain, but who knows?
That's not very good.
Let's get the
Could be
family.
a rescue op, but if it's not Drethic, they had to come pretty far, so I would assume Law of Cain. So yeah, we probably want to get a move on.
Okay.
Lower down for the family and skedaddle.
I think so. I was hoping there was some gravitational orbs on this planet, but I think
What
I
if
would.
that's what Dreamont is talking
I
about?
think I would have seen it with precog.
Unless they're not. Did you specifically ask what's the most expensive thing on this planet? Might not be on this.
Valuable thing, yeah.
Might not be on this planet.
The ball.
What if it's a situation like one early 2000s movie, Minority Report, like where the precog sees something, but it's like they miss a detail because like something's in the way.
Or if it's just not possible for you to find by normal means.
Alright.
Like if you
Talk to
couldn't
Paul,
encounter
ask if the vault is on planet or off.
Alright. Communicating with Paul now.
Okay. That's what you ask him?
Yeah.
He says he doesn't want to give more intel without some sort of promise that you're coming to get him.
Tell
Paul-
him we're about to leave.
Paul, it's urgent. If you don't tell us this, we will be leaving. This is the last information we need from you.
Okay. He says he'll take his chances with Farbridge Industries.
Alright.
Alright. Very protected. Then
Peace out, Paul.
let's burn rubber.
Okay.
space rubber.
So you've got the family aboard your ship now.
Mm-hmm.
They look suspicious at all.
Should we put them in the closet?
You've got father, mother, son, 2 daughters, and a farmhand.
They.
That makes 6.
Do they look suspicious?
No, not in the least.
I didn't think so.
They look healthy, sickly by my bioscanners.
They look a little in shock
Check
at
for,
what's
like,
been happening, but
Foreign contaminants.
they don't appear to be like ill sick, as you would say.
Ill sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they don't have
Bioscan.
any
Nothing to spread.
local bacteria, something foreign to our...
It's basically the forms of life on this planet are universal to the point that there's nothing that Mert recognizes as like an invasive contaminant or anything like that. So, yep.
Well, unfortunately, we don't really have accommodations for 6 more people. What's the nearest population center? Off on another planet.
Okay. You have 3 equidistant systems.
Was this the only populated planet in system?
In the Gun Hill system, yes.
Okay.
You have the Ka system, which is 2 clicks to the south. There you could go to Aeolus. You have Laos system, 2 clicks to the, I guess you could say the west. That is the great planet Uli Zamendi, where the Explorers Guild is headquartered. And you have kind of the northeastern click back to the Thorgebo system and Drethic Prime.
So nothing's 1 hex away.
No.
No matter what, they're going to be sitting on our ship for a week.
I'll spare my room.
Eating our food. We put them in the vault.
Put them in the brig.
Put 'em in
In the vault, Scott. And then you
Hard.
sell them off. We're all like, oh no. Oh.
Drethic Prime's no place for a family like this, so...
We're gonna relocate them.
I'll spare my room.
Reload.
No, drop
We're
it
gonna
back
fix
down.
the planet and then we'll put it back on.
Right
Like,
back home.
awful
What,
good.
What, we gonna find them a more suitable home or what? Like, what do you mean Drethic's no place for them?
It's a big city.
It's a city.
They're farmers. They need a better planet than that.
There's got
What's
to
the
be,
Explorers Guild,
farms on the planet. It's a whole
Great
planet.
planet.
Oh,
Want to-
really?
You want to pull up
Trade
your
hub.
planet
It'd be like
info?
Coruscant.
Is
Maybe.
it like a planet of cities?
Yeah,
Is it
that's-
entirely city?
Have you ever seen Star Wars, you nerd ass?
Star Trek.
What a bitch.
What's
Wow.
a name?
I'm gonna slap your
What's
dick.
the
Vulcan?
city planet in Star Wars?
Coruscant?
Yeah, of course not.
Is that with the
That's where Han
that really just a whole planet of city? No,
No.
that's
You know what I'm talking about.
That's
though.
Tatooine.
That's
No, damn it.
That's far from
Remember
being
I
a
was
city.
like-
That's the opposite.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, Sean, I'll give my quarters up for the wife and kids, at the very least.
Okay.
What was the Explorers Guild planet?
Yuli Zamendi.
Yeah, that's what tags does it have?
TL4,
Yeah,
breathable mix, atmosphere,
that's good.
human miscible biosphere.
Perfect.
Population is about 950,000
Ooh.
because the temperature is frozen.
Damn.
So
They
it's
can farm
even
ice.
cold. It's
Did you
even
say-
colder. Even colder than
950,000
Avalon, which is
was
amazing
big.
that as a breathable mix.
No.
Planet?
But
You
this
Oh,
is a
man.
random roll.
And
Yeah.
you said the other one
I
is
thought
3
city.
hexes
In my
away.
head.
No. All 3 systems were 2 hexes away.
Oh, okay. So,
So-
what was the first one you mentioned?
Eolus, that is in the Ka system.
Ka's a wheel.
Yep, that is a TL4 planet, breathable mix, temperate,
Nice.
hundreds of millions of inhabitants.
Earth S.
And you're not going to tell me the world tag.
I think you know that you've heard that people there are very in touch with nature.
Perfect.
Set course for Eolus.
Okay.
Now we don't have a rudder, but maybe the Explorers Guild can help out.
Is it possible to jump with no rudder?
Yeah,
You're not that good.
it's possible to, but will we survive is a
You're not
different
that
question.
good. So get in touch with the Explorers
Alright,
Guild.
yeah.
See if you can download
Gonna
something.
hit the wall, the quantum slipstream or some shit.
We're gonna end up in a sun, basically. That's
Yeah.
what would happen.
Sean,
Or,
I'd like to make contact with the
uh,
explorers.
Land in a star
Okay.
or some
Yeah.
crazy ass
Black. A
Um,
black hole.
do you want to send the relay to their chapter on Druthic Prime, or do you want to try and contact their headquarters on
Probably the headquarters.
Okay. I will take another programming because you're sending inner system area transmission here.
Not as good. 8.
What message do you wish to send?
What's the place we're going to?
Eolus is the name of the
Planet.
Ka system.
Ka
planet.
system.
Yeah, so we need a rudder from Gun Hill to Ka.
Alright, so I want to send. This is Constantine with the Excelsior. Recent members.
You have an ID number that you can
Alright.
give because
Yeah, I'll
you
do
have
that.
you've paid your membership dues for the year.
We are looking for a rudder to that place, whatever they said.
Okay.
I forgot.
You're confident that you sent the transmission, and you know that's probably going to take about 2 hours or so to receive a response in reasonable time. So
that's how long it takes us to get to the edge of the solar system.
convenient.
Yeah.
Okay, Thomas, you're aware of this. I believe your communications officer has mentioned that there's a ship in the planet's orbit. Do you wish to evade that ship, or do you want to make contact?
Know who it is. We're guessing.
You just know it. You know it's a non-Druthic signature.
It's a bigger ship than us.
It is.
It's probably best to avoid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what we do.
Okay. Then I will take a pilot check.
Best damn pilot in the galaxy.
See what I need to know.
Your pilot and your decks. Nice.
That's what I roll.
11.
Holy
You
shit.
guys are a crack team.
We're good.
Crack. All right.
You have +4.
2 pilot, 2 decks.
You went for that 2 pilot right off the bat. But are you level?
Level 3.
Okay, that's right. You guys hit that last session, I think, after you got
Selling
this.
the order.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Okay. The ship does kind of skirt very close to your location, but again, you work your magic, and it does not course after you as you head to the edge of the system. As the time transpires, you do receive the signal, the response back that there's been no runs to Eolus by any members in a certain time frame, but they can give you an older rudder just to give you something. So they did provide you with that.
Okay. How old are we talking?
17 years.
It's gone that way
It's
since
an older code, but it checks out, sir. I was about to
see if
clear
it
them.
checks out.
since the Minority Report came out.
I mean, any rudder is
Report.
any rudder is far better than no rudder.
Well, we have the best damn pilot in the.
Okay.
in the
And
galaxy.
how does the first rudder get made?
The rudder is about 4 years old.
Difficultly. 4 years old. Okay,
Oh,
that's
not
fine.
too bad.
So that's gonna be. I mean, we're gonna trim the course, of course. Of course. You might actually have to roll for this one.
Well, hold on. I can add 1 to the drive level, whatever that means. I can also do it in half time without trimming the course. I can just get half the.
Yeah, but can't we trim the course in half anyways? Again?
But if it like makes it a lot more difficult, then maybe for this one we shouldn't.
Okay, well, let's see. It's 2 hexes. That would be 12 days divided by 3 because of your thing.
We're divided by 3.
Because it's 2 plus your spike drive thing. It's divided by your spike drive rating.
Okay.
So that's 4 days. Trimming the course would cut it to 2 days, which is what we did when we got to the planet.
But we had a new rudder.
Right.
How hard could it be?
Well, let me see.
Alright,
here.
so base difficulty 7
yeah, plus
is +1 from the rudder's
yeah,
age.
Oh, that's not bad.
+1 because of the distance.
Yep. So it's
and then
9 base.
trimming the course would make an 11.
Yep.
So trimming the course would be different between auto succeed versus rolling.
Correct.
Either.
Do you have enough provisions to feed a
I'm pretty
family of
confident
6?
I could make it.
Can you feed this family?
'Cause
For how long?
I double my pilot.
That
skill
wasn't a
for
question
spike
to our
drills,
pilot. It was a question to our
and
captain.
I can re-roll a failed skill check.
Alright,
Right, we can
do
probably
it.
Alright, let's. I
What's
don't
the
want to
worst
waste any
that can
food on these.
We end up in a
humans.
star.
What's worse than that?
That's as bad as it gets.
Yeah, that's bad.
10?
Hold on, I double my pilot skill for spike drives.
Oh shit.
That's
That's good.
12.
I mean, being in a star
And I
like that's
can
not a
re-roll a
terrible
fail if that fails, but I don't think it does because it's 11, right? 12.
So yeah, I think as long as we're not doing no rudder, you're probably fine.
Yeah, no rudder. Can you do no
A
rudder?
totally
it adds
uncharted,
plus
a
6.
totally uncharted 8 hex warp. You know,
God,
with,
What's the
yeah.
hardest it could be?
That would be about as hard as it could be.
After that, it should be
So you
easy.
said it's only +6, so like what if you're on 2 hex and you don't never use rudder?
You're fucked.
No rudder, 2 hexes would be 14.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay.
Whatever. No.
All right. As the journey begins, Lars wishes to speak with the captain.
Straight in my
Yeah,
captain's
He'll
uniform.
approach. First of all, I'd like to thank you, sir. That was a very, very noble thing that you did. You see him reach into his wallet and he pulls out a cred stick for you and he says, "This is all that we can spare."
Forget it. You will need it to survive on a new planet.
Well, someday I hope to repay you, whether if you are my guest or I don't know, by other means. But to impress on you further, may I ask if you've decided upon a course?
We have. We're heading to the Eolus planet in the Ka system.
Ah, interesting. There was a man who had occasioned by our farmstead. He had spent several years on Eolus. He had some interesting stories to tell.
Will you find it an acceptable home?
Thomas, what was the name of your last Godbound character?
Hugo?
Yes.
Hugod.
Yes. They worship a lion deity there. Hugod. And apparently many of the inhabitants themselves are very feral and lion-looking. But a fiercely honorable people, from what I understand.
It's respectable.
Yes. I believe that, yes, we could certainly make a home there. It's, as far as planets go in this sector, it's, you can do a lot worse, that's for sure. Yes, that would be great if that's where you intend to go. What stories exactly did this friend share with you? Well, there are politics in play on this planet, as with anywhere. Not all of the warlords are favorable to foreigners coming in on the planet. So, hopefully, you'll find a patch of territory where they are more open to immigrants. There's talk that some of them are also reverting back into a primal state and are essentially violent on sight.
Socially.
Yes.
What a great place to raise a family.
Well, but that is not all of the clans, and they do have a sophisticated technology equal to Drethic and Nazira. So it is something that again, provided we find the right patch of land, I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, anywhere was better than Nazira at this point.
I will think on it.
Okay, you guys are just in transit then. Thomas is manning the spike drive. Anybody else? I know you're probably going to do more Moldog training, Phil.
Oh yeah, I'm going to try to train him to
Yep.
become
There's no way I was going to miss this. I had to
all the
check
time
it.
that I can spend, I'll be training him to wear the harness attached to the Nerf gun.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to train him to on command chase people.
So, yep, I believe
Or
he
follow
got comfortable wearing the harness
Yeah.
last time.
Testing on that family.
So now you're fixing the little Nerf gun
Yeah.
and giving him like a pounce command.
Well, not
Or
not,
like
not
a sick'em command.
Yeah, but not to make physical contact, just to be looking at them and in range.
Or train the sight of his
Yeah.
little Nerf gun.
Yeah.
To, okay.
We'll get there.
Alright. I will take a no for a work.
Oh, I will know.
Alright.
Oh wait, I rolled
That's
2d6,
terrible.
don't I?
Yep.
Because you didn't even roll it
Alright,
out.
here, so how do I play the game? 6 plus 3 plus 1 is some amount.
Yeah.
10.
Really?
Oh, plus int, right? So that's actually 11.
Okay. After your initial breakthrough with getting him comfortable with the harness, everything's coming easy now, and he obeys your every whim.
Good.
Okay. Any other side activities I should be made aware of?
I'll be using precog to find a peaceful place to land.
Okay. You find that there's one particularly amiable clan in your future. So you see the coordinates. Although it looks like you might have to have a small talk with the lion chieftain of that area first. Let him know about the newcomers.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you have a vision of where to go on the planet.
Okay.
Alright.
Did I read anything else about this planet when I was doing all that studying?
I'm trying to remember what the frame of your studying was.
It was all nearby systems, and I had 25 days of
All right.
studying.
Give me a no.
No.
Okay.
Give me a yes.
Something.
I know little
Alright.
about life.
Yeah, so again, okay, you do recall at least that one of the tags is Beastmasters. So in addition to the sentient people of this planet kind of having a beast-like resemblance, they also work very closely with beasts as far as their economy and that sort of thing is concerned.
I just worry
These farmers are just going to be eaten alive on this planet.
It's gonna be like I tried to do a job here, and it's gonna be us stealing that crocodile or whatever all over again.
I mean, what do we really want to do rather than just let these people go?
Right. Well, every
But if-
planet has valuables.
I'm surprised they want to go there though. Like they're not going to fit in. They're not half lions.
It's
Hugod could make them half lions.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe Hugod himself
You can
is
bless
dwelling somewhere in the hidden temple of the planet. The robot's just gonna have this compulsion, like, we must not leave planet to like visit this Hugod. he wants to find religion as a robot.
There's a hidden-
Yeah.
The thing
programming.
is, we're scavengers, not thieves.
Yeah, we're not gonna
And
steal this
I
pot.
feel like this place is really territorial. So we're liable to get in trouble.
Well, we just don't do anything dangerous.
I
here.
mean, we're not planning anything like.
Yeah, do we have some job lined up here right now, or what?
Every planet has
Has
a job lined up.
Yeah.
It's just a measure of risk.
So you're saying it's not worth going?
A planet is a big
No,
place.
we're gonna drop them off, but I think we're just gonna leave right away.
How many people live on a planet? A lot.
This was a
We're
lot.
only
This planet
five
has
of
a
those
lot.
people.
Yeah, Hugod fucked a lot of people at this planet. Am I
Yeah,
fucking
they're
thinking he
all
just
blue
snapped his
face.
finger and made them
Look
pregnant?
at them.
Alright. Yeah, I say we just get in and out.
A little of the old in and out.
We need to find an empty planet.
What's that good for?
Ruins.
But if it's empty,
It wasn't always empty.
There's a number of planets that
Every
are
planet has been inhabited.
that have that status. If you'd like a list at any point, let me know because you did do your
Yeah.
survey.
does
So.
that mean Uncharted?
No.
The lowest
Not recently charted.
the lowest population category for planets are abandoned colony.
Yeah.
So that's basically like, you know, you can just go thousands of miles without finding a person, you know, so or failed colony, I think is what it's called. But yeah, there's a number of planets with that tag, so
Alright.
something to consider.
Let's drop this family.
Drop them, stop,
Drop them and stop
Okay.
'em.
You've entered the Ka system. There is a deep space station, and then also the planet Iolus here. The name of the station is Herschel 7. There's a good mix of business that seems to be going on as you're kind of cruising by. You see a number of cargo ships and other vessels kind of pulling in and out of the docking bays, and you see a lush green planet, massive planet ahead of you, pulling up, which must be Iolus. And as far as picking a suitable province to drop off the family, Servius, you have Katsu here to basically just say over this way from his vision. So, okay. As you're approaching the planet, a number of fighters strafe up to your ship. They don't. They're not behaving in a hostile way, but you do receive a communication. This is Squad Commander Rexus. You are entering Iolus airspace. Please state your intentions.
This is Captain Katsu Kobayashi of the Excelsior. We are carrying refugees from a doomed planet in the Gun Hill system. It is a family of 6.
Says. So you're approaching the planet. Okay. He says, very well. You will need to speak to Warlord Croft. He will be waiting for you, and he provides you these coordinates saying, proceed there and there should be no trouble.
We will do so.
Okay. One ship stays with you just to make sure that you are heading in that direction. But he notifies you of this, that you will receive an escort of a fighter down there.
Okay.
Okay. Thomas, I assume you proceed to coordinates, unless there's something else you had in mind. zero escort. And then just, okay.
I secretly looked up Hugod's coordinates and I
Just got it straight.
This massive temple of gold in the jungle. Just his visage carved in every mountain around it.
Nice.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, it's the humidity kind of causes all of the windows to fog up a bit as you're entering into the atmosphere. Again, it's just this picturesque, primal look to the whole landscape. You see occasionally kind of these spears of gold rising up to denote like cities and kind of these little towering structures in various pockets.
Basically Wakanda.
Yeah, you're heading. Yep, but with lion men. Yep. And you're heading for one of these clusters as designated by your coordinates.
Everybody here does this and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
Sure, that's canon now.
I was doing this in public
No.
the other day.
No agreement. No agreement is properly solidified unless there's a nice nice elbow clapping at the end.
What was the response?
Fur, but
No one did anything on anything. Like I got a couple of looks. No one asked.
Wait, when did
Was
you do
it
that?
was it a work
I was
environment?
at a show on Friday and like the band like finished song.
So you were with people that knew you. They probably didn't think twice. It's just like Thomas being Thomas.
Okay.
you have to do it on stage.
Do it on stage when we're all there.
Everybody
We'll
else
join in with you.
Alright, everyone clap.
Yeah. Start a slow clap.
That's
just
the way to
louder
go.
and louder and louder.
That's the way to
and
make it
louder.
Let it spread, yeah.
You guys headed to the city. This particular locale is called Raru.
Raru. Are we
Raaru.
What?
in our suits?
Why do you have to whisper this?
It's a me.
Me?
It's a me.
I think it's a breathable
It
text,
is.
so no, we're not in our suits.
No.
I ain't got time to wear that suit all the time.
The farmers don't have suits, so it would look bad.
And
These just huge armor powered guys.
Yeah.
Escorting us.
it looks like there's already a delegation waiting for you at the dock.
Perfect.
You,
Just what I wanted.
you see for the first time a Yolan lion man. Mostly human, but so if you start with kind of like a kind of Norse looking guy as like the foundation, but then certain feral features start to creep in, like in the eye coloration, in
So
the
it's not like a furry or anything.
it's not quite at that level.
More
but
like
you
Thundercats?
see that they
Yeah, I
seem
was-
to have
Those are pretty.
Are they
furry.
covered in fur or not?
no.
Okay,
no.
so not Thundercat.
Like
Yeah.
Sabretooth?
Yeah, that's
Comic,
kind of what I'm.
comic Sabretooth or movie
Yeah,
Sabretooth?
closer to. Oh, I don't know comic Sabretooth all that
I
well.
think he's
I
more...
don't think you know comic Sabretooth either.
Yeah.
He's a little more.
No, he's like
Clear.
more animal looking in
Yeah.
the comics. I believe.
Yeah. But
he's
you
just a regular guy.
you see that they have like lions like striding along next to them.
Nice.
Oh, real life.
Yes, and some of them, the farmer excitedly says they can talk.
They can
talk.
talk.
They can talk.
They can
They can talk. Yeah, he's like, he's very excited. Okay. So, did I say the warlord's name right away?
Yeah, something with an R.
Croft.
Or
Croft. Yeah. Okay.
Croft.
Yep.
Raru is
Raru.
yeah.
Is the city? Yep. All right. So you guys land. There's a number of the Raruan warriors here, just standing behind their warlord, who is here to greet you as you land. Spreads his arms out and says, "Welcome." Says, "I would like to speak with you, the captain."
Of course.
Yes. And he pulls you aside for a moment and clasps you by the elbows, and you get the sense that it's proper to do the same to him as a gesture of greeting. So yeah,
Sure.
He says, "I had a vision of you coming this way."
And I had a vision of coming here.
He says, "Ah, you have the gift."
I call it that, sure.
Yes. It seems we both foresaw this meeting. He says, "Please, I would like your crew to enjoy my hospitality for one night."
We've been flying for.
We would be glad to.
Very good. And I understand that you bring some of those fleeing disaster aboard your ship.
Refugees, yes.
What was their trade from the planet that they came from?
Agriculture.
We will have need of their work here. They are most welcome.
Good.
Now, space travel can be very exhausting, so let us make you comfortable. And you're all invited to join the assembly here, or the gathering. So, does everyone leave the ship, or do you have the droid remain behind?
He's his own man.
Yep.
He can mingle with the masses.
It's his choice.
I'm mainly asking if you're specifically designated anyone to stay behind for the ship. I didn't know if you wanted the pilot to be there.
I mean, you can like lock the ship, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And then Cat will be here. What about Hoshi? He's probably staying. He's probably got a.
You know,
Why?
He's got.
I want him to experience some cool foreign cooking.
He's got to cook dinner.
Is the loot secure?
We're getting dinner.
Were there guests?
We're guests of honor.
All right, I'll lock the ship.
All right.
Is the
Did you
loot
not want to lock it? Are you scared to lock it?
I've never left the ship before.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Did I?
Well,
Yeah, when we
Yeah.
went to
Let's-
get that
Very
built.
briefly.
let's put the credits
actually, I don't know
in
if I
the
ever did.
smuggler's hold.
Yeah, we were just on a.
That's
the
a nice
planet
precaution.
before this. Drexar. You weren't on the ship at all. It was getting modified.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was doing some stuff.
Okay. As you guys arrive and kind of start getting settled in, it seems that the warlord has designated a guest house for you guys. A little lodging.
Score.
You are all given a set of Yolan garb, so you can add that to your inventory. It's basically like a finely braided like pelt tunic with trousers. It's very comfortable. Just you look like it would be a little scratchy at first, but whoever tries it on first finds that it's quite nice.
This is quite nice.
Yep.
for everyone else?
And you feel that if you were not to wear it, may not be perceived as a great affront, but it is a sign of courtesy since it looks like they were laid out for you.
This is us now.
We don't become lion men.
We're not lying, man.
That's Sabertooth.
Okay.
But I also garb the garb.
Do I look kind of stupid in it?
As a robo?
That's right. As a robot.
I mean,
I don't think twice. I just put
It's
it
yeah. I mean, it's
They showed him paperwork.
it's probably not like a natural fit, but it's you don't feel bad about wearing it. In
Just tie a little
fact,
tighter.
it's kind of a refreshing change of pace.
Does he have guards like with him and that type
Yes,
of thing?
he has like a household
Are
guard.
they like more like? Do they have guns? Do they have swords? Do they have?
Looks like their preferred weapon of choice is some sort of power spear.
Oh, cool.
So it's spear shaped, but you can tell there's definitely some tech level to it. That it's not just a primitive.
Wakanda forever!
Okay. And so the main event then is the ceremonial dinner then for you guys to attend.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like dinner.
I too enjoy dinner.
Okay.
I bioscan.
And I never have to worry about being poisoned because I will know.
Will.
That's why I bioscan the dinner. I will know as well. I bioscan every meal.
See, now that might offend you.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be pretty
I know.
offensive.
Like, hold on, let me see your food.
So
Well, I don't do like that.
will you insist on bioscanning your meal?
I more do it when I'm sitting down at my own. It's not more like
When are you
before.
gonna be-
We're at
when are you-
a
Yeah.
table of
When are
honor.
you gonna be sitting
Just
alone?
put your plate on your lap. And
Yeah.
He has to sit at the kids' table, doesn't he?
What?
Why?
That's
Oh.
close by.
That's so spy.
It was pretty good. It mostly tastes like Budweiser. I don't get a whole lot of the Jim
No.
Beam, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Well, I've never actually had a Budweiser regular.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason for that. But yeah.
Good call.
Okay. You guys get settled in. Warlord Croft. It appears that his immediate family is also with him. Members of his household guard, and then what looks like officials of some kind. Their clothes are slightly different, and they have a bit more of a formal air about them. And you're given a handsome plate of just very primal diet stuff. Looks like cultured greens, and then finely roasted meat, as well as some native fruit parfait as like a palate cleansing dessert. And there's a very interesting beverage for all of you. It has a golden color to it, kind of like a fine cidery looking drink.
Like you're in.
Well,
Perhaps.
why?
Why are you gonna go there?
Why?
That's
yeah.
canon now. It just
You're
is.
drinking lion urine.
Yeah.
You guys here.
Delicacy.
My
on their
special
planet.
property.
Nope.
Might make
And-
it pregnant.
and
sort
you know,
of-
it's
Is it some sort of alcoholic
Make a
beverage?
ship pregnant.
Do you bioscan it?
Pour it in the engine.
Well, I might ask, to be honest.
who do you ask?
I won't ask.
You could ask. There's a few children there. There's the warlord, and then there's kind of like the guards and other.
Maybe I ask the children, do you drink this drink as well?
Give me a talk.
Okay.
I've already started drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, ditto.
I got no fear. I'm a precog.
Ooh, I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I don't think I have a stomach.
That is
I don't
true.
think so.
No, I probably just
You could get a
sit-
mod.
I
You could
just
get a
sit
mod when you
quietly.
guys get enough
Yeah.
credits to become
There you
more and
go.
more human. That'd be an interesting quest.
Going invert, yeah.
Okay.
Probably have enough credit.
The child whispers to you, saying that when he becomes of age and becomes a warrior, he will be allowed to drink of the god's blood, but not until
I
then.
do not drink any of it.
What's wrong with God's blood? You heathen.
All right. So
And the robot clearly does not
that's his
drink.
response. But
Yeah.
he says it's a great honor to be served this. The
Better,
warlord.
better fucking drink it.
Yes, my father must think very highly of you.
What did we do to deserve?
I guess so.
We selflessly brought refugees here.
And the warlord had a vision of his coming.
No.
So that's
He's coming.
that's a
Nope.
must be a
important.
precipitous sign from Hugh God.
That's a terrible thing to.
And in fact, privately, he does kind of want to speak with you more at the table.
Of course.
He positioned you kind of a bit closer to him than the others.
No, I would drink this very much.
We all work for Hugh God now, by the way.
I didn't drink it.
Campaign is changed.
I didn't drink it.
You have to
You're,
obey.
you're off. You're off.
Crusaders for
Does
Hugh
that,
God.
does that mean Thomas has to play 2 characters now?
You guys have to obey the Hugh Sabbath now.
Yeah, perfect.
Once a month.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
We off to face east.
He
We
says
have to find a temple or something.
says that in one of the recent border skirmishes with a rival clan, he had lost some good men, and while they've reinforced the position, the land had sat vacant for some time, and very few of his people have the stomach for hard farm work like that, and so he said that the arrangement should work perfectly with this new family to be
Excellent.
brought in.
Lars and the real girl.
And then he speaks of a series of dreams and visions that he's had. The night before he received the vision of your arrival, he had a very disturbing dream of the whole sector being swallowed up by the convergence of 2 supermassive black holes. At which point, or at the convergence of one supernatural black hole, or one natural black. Okay, let me just start over.
It's a me.
It's a me. Okay, so basically, he seems to be well learned about the astronomy of this sector, and there are 2 known black holes in this system.
Wow.
Wow. Holy
Yes.
moly.
And he said that in his dream, there was someone bringing them together, and the gravitational pull of them kind of merging together started swallowing up all of the planets in the system, and the whole area was cast into darkness and void.
It's you.
It could be.
It's you.
Yeah. And he says, Hugh God sends me my visions for a reason. I know this. It's part of my very fiber of being. And so
I understand.
while we have the means to travel away from Eolus, we do so seldomly, only for great need, as we have our own problems managing this great and bounteous planet that Hugh God has granted us. And so I would just ask that if you are an intrepid crew, as you seem to be, that you just be on the lookout for signs and rumors of such unnaturally bending matter and devices.
Who would profit from such an act?
I don't think profit is what is motivating these forces. Could be a sheer madness or hatred.
Points to one group, that's for sure. The crew of the Excelsior.
Yeah. No, do you share any of your suspicions with Croft or?
I suspect it's me.
Yeah, I will say that there is talk of an organization across the galaxy. Shit. Known as the Law of Cain.
Ah, yes. We are familiar with them. They once tried to make off with a great number of our beasts. For, of course, our planet is famous for the exotic wildlife that prowl its savannas, but we gave them such a good beating that they have not returned since.
And how long ago was this?
Let me see. That was before my youngest son was born, so I would reckon 9 years by your count. He says, I had thought the Law of Cain to be more concerned with asserting their own strength. I don't understand why they'd feel the need to create such a calamity of our system. But
I think their goals are inscrutable, but they are savage.
Yes. Well, this is something that may perhaps not come to pass, depending on what transpires in the wider system. But I doubt Yolans will do anything to support for it, even if I would say that we should. It is the Yolan fleet never moves unless united by a single purpose, and that has not happened for over 1,000 years, I believe.
Well, I will keep my ear to the ground, so to speak.
He says, yes, know that by accepting our garb and feasting with us, you are friends to my clan. So you are welcome here at any time.
Excellent.
Okay. And you all have enjoyed your meal. Mert, did you say you deliberately avoided not drinking the or did you? Okay. You did not.
You definitely said you weren't drinking it.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting near him.
Okay. He then points out to you, saying, I understand that people develop their own tastes and preferences, but is there something we have done to offend your crew member over here? And he gestures to you.
I don't drink. I assume I'm
I
an
don't
alcoholic
I don't drink.
of some sort.
He says, alcohol. What is this thing that you speak of?
Ferment. I try to explain to him.
Oh.
Ferment. I go very sciencey on him.
He
when-
says, well, I mean, it is a potent substance, but
He will be disciplined for his insubordination.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a perfect opportunity to
I
drink
saw
some
too many
booze off
men
the
go
ship.
to madness over such things, so I.
Wow.
What a backstory to madness. All right.
I come from like a war. I come from a war-torn planet. A lot of people got drunk.
Croft just smiles at this and he says, "Well, very well. You are your own master. We will respect that while you are a
And
guest."
I meant no offense. I apologize if I took across the
You're
wrap.
full of
the whole
offense.
You're
Spike
defensive.
drive out of here.
Spike.
Okay. Yep. So we'll just jump to the next day, unless anyone wants to go burn down the village or something later in the night or anything like that.
Really, just looking at you, Phil.
No, I'm not gonna do anything out of
You're
the
the only
ordinary.
one
Did you
likely
bring-
to do that.
Did you bring your mole dog to the surface, or did you keep him inside the ship?
I kept him inside the ship.
Okay.
I didn't want him to get eaten by a lion or something.
No, it is.
That's
Probably what would
always a
happen,
concern,
He'd,
Yes.
he'd run a little zip.
Okay.
Nice.
As you guys head back to your ship, or well, I don't know. Do you sleep in the guest house provided to you?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to make
Yes.
amends for
I mean,
Mert's
yes.
What's
offense.
the nature of the guest house?
It's
Yeah, you
It's-
might not.
it's
I guess.
constructed of wood, but it's air conditioned. It looks like it's been hewn just from like
Do we all
the.
sleep in the house?
I would assume so.
There's an
Yeah.
outlet for you, I'm sure.
No, I don't need that.
Yeah.
My
They
battery
do
lasts
have
a week.
they do have
Oh,
a good
yeah.
tech level despite being.
I'm just figuring out like if I can I'll just like wait and watch.
Just watch us all.
Yeah.
We wake anytime we wake
I-
up to go
I-
pee comes. It's
I,
just
I
like,
receive
walk-
I receive comfort
I'll open the bathroom
knowing
door
that
for you.
Robert's always that Thomas is always watching us. I feel comfort.
I take turns. I watch all of you equally while you sleep.
I like to
He's
think
very considerate of you.
the idea of you being like our bathroom attendant late at night. Like
Let
When,
it
when
stay
little
by
spy,
the
when little
like-
spy comes in late,
you
Thomas always knows.
direct us to the toilet so we don't have to turn the light on and like adjust to the lights.
He's like our Alexa.
You just
Yeah.
you just
Oh.
beam like a little LED light to the toilet for us.
I warmed it up for you.
He critiques us on our. You missed the toilet 10% of the time.
Oh, that'd be a
Wow.
fun game. New high score.
More than 10%.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. Next day.
We're dead.
Next day.
Yep.
War.
So it seems like Croft must tend to more mundane affairs, so he is not here to see you off. But you're all provided another light meal, which apparently your brother Hoshi, he asks you for a balance because there's some very fresh ingredients he wishes to purchase at the local marketplace.
Yeah, very fresh.
Okay. He requests 30 credits.
No.
Very fresh ingredients.
Hoshi knows not of your bank account.
Can you afford
I'm
that?
gonna give Hoshi 3,000 credit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wow, that's his
lot.
salary.
All right.
Credits.
He buys himself some new knives.
It's really not that many credits.
He's a very noble
We just
person.
swooped in and
he
swooped
literally-
out with 350,000.
Is there a chance I could get one of those power spears, or is that only for their like military?
That's something you'd have to investigate. You don't know.
I'd like to. I think.
Well,
that'd
this
be
is your opportunity because
Yeah.
I think you guys are going to be leaving the system
Yeah.
pretty
Must
soon.
drink the god's blood.
You ain't getting shit. You drink the god's blood.
Well, I would try to find
His
someone.
golden
I
blood.
mean, I assume marketplace.
You find
wise,
nobody.
If it's a,
Yep.
The village is abandoned.
There is a bazaar.
Okay.
Pretty not. It's only about a 5 minutes walk from where you guys
Okay.
are staying. Everything's pretty centralized here. There's very little excess in as far as the town's layout.
Dusty.
Yep.
Gesundheit.
Anyway,
It was the metal chopsticks that did it.
Yep.
Filthy film.
Yeah. Wow.
they have
Damn.
they have exotic armors for sale,
Exotic.
made from some of the deadliest beasts of the planet, which were slain with respect. The merchant
Of
insists that nothing goes to waste. And you see he does have a few power spears kind of leaning against the wall behind him, and he sees, I'm sure he sees you eyeing them.
Twinkle in my eye, yeah.
He says, "Ha! Do you have any skill with such a weapon?"
Do you
I've used many weapons in my time.
grab
but-
one and
Yeah, you start the Great Yolan War. Such a rifle. Yeah, nice.
You hear what calm? It's me going. We gotta leave. We gotta leave. We gotta leave. We gotta leave.
I'm always expecting that.
So
Like,
have you used a melee weapon at all, Mert?
not in this campaign.
No. Okay.
But prior, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's
not what
what
he's
he's
asking.
asking.
You're
Not asking you out of game if you've ever used a melee weapon.
Your character in his life.
Yes, he has.
Okay.
Not in this
All right.
game.
But I don't like them very much because you.
He hates
Yeah.
everything.
He says, "All right.
Doesn't
Tell
like
you what.
God's blood.
I will sell you one, but only after a feat of strength is demonstrated."
That tsunami.
Yeah, that's what
Stop the tsunami.
Pop it.
Oh, okay.
Pop it?
Yeah.
What does that
It
mean?
was-
Got a drug.
Yeah.
Tsunami.
What did it do? I've already forgotten. I know it gives
It's
you
a
10
combat
HP.
drug, I thought.
I know it does 10 HP.
It does other stuff.
This is
Yeah.
when
I
you
will
learn.
I think you have one drug that makes you always succeed on melee attacks.
This is
There
the
is
scene where
one,
we
or
learn that
I have
narcotics are
one.
illegal on this planet.
Bezwar doesn't do that. I know that.
Uh,
I don't think we have any of those. I didn't think we bought any of those. But there is one. You might be right.
You gain a +2 bonus on all
That's-
hit rolls.
Oh, then
From
definitely
Tsunami.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll take a. I'll drink one of my tsunami.
Okay.
It's like a jacked.
Juice up.
All right. He
Must pass a feat of strength.
yeah.
Immediately.
So we doing tech form.
Immediately he's passed out.
Okay, so what do I have to do? Just
Okay.
what do you want me to do
He
now?
just
What are reactions?
he just
After
puts
this epic.
a large stump in front of you from one of the native trees.
Fascinating.
Says, if you can puncture this clean through to the other side in a single stab, this weapon is worthy of you, and I will sell it to you for a fair price.
Okay.
So,
So do I still
you're
have
gonna make a basic
Attack.
melee attack against.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, luckily, your tsunami helps.
Yep, it does.
Yeah, it does.
You
It does.
can't
So
use the spear.
that's not this. That's a D20 roll, right?
It is D20.
Wait. What's a D20?
It's an attack roll.
Attack roll.
Okay.
We don't make many of those.
Ooh,
in this campaign.
That's 23.
Okay.
pretty good.
How much do the drugs help?
+2.
Plus,
Yeah.
Okay.
but my attack is already a 4.
Okay.
Because
You feel the energy coursing through the spear as you hold it. It's very satisfying. It'd be difficult to part ways with it, even if
After
you failed the
this,
test.
yeah.
This tree trunk was extraordinarily strong. Probably much closer to an alloy metal than like a normal wooden bark tree. But all the same, you make a clean strike. Using the contour of the spear well, letting it do most of the work for you. And he touches his finger to the tip of the spear coming through on the other end and says, you may, I will sell this to you.
Ah, thanks.
4,000 million credits.
Wow.
4,000 million.
How much money you got there, man?
Don't worry about it.
He's got like $10.
Yeah, you
Wow.
still have all the money, don't you?
He will sell it to you
I like
for
the
80 credits.
Oh,
Wow.
I have 798.
Yep.
That's not a lot.
No,
No.
compared to.
Alright,
He's holding more
so
than
you
the
can
other.
add-
I'm better than you.
IOLEN spear, Yolen spear, to your inventory.
Okay.
Its damage is 1d8 plus 2.
Nice.
2 points of shock damage.
Oh.
Up to 14/14 AC.
Crap.
Yep, it's a tech level 4. It's basically a slightly better medium advanced weapon, but it's cool. It can also be thrown if needed.
Okay.
Everything can be thrown. if
Well,
needed.
yeah, but some aren't as effective thrown as
Throw my
yeah.
gun.
Right. Cool. Okay. And he says, "Now, how about my armors? But I see. Are you wearing your power? Oh, you didn't bring your power suit, so
No.
you're actually still probably wearing the pelts, that
Yeah,
pelt garment. Okay."
just the garb.
He says, "Would you like armor as well?"
Well, what is he? I don't really need it, but
Yeah, I mean, basically it's like various ivory-looking material, as well as the carapace of some like scorpion beast
Oh my god.
armor.
It's got some chitin.
You're just gonna be
I-
fucking
I-
decked out after
I-
you come back on the ship?
I-
Monster Hunter over here.
it's very monster.
That's what I found.
Yeah.
Crafting.
I mean, if you guys started as like tech level like 1 or something, I mean, this stuff would be like, but yeah, you have power
So we're like tech level. I will say I will. I'll have to pass. But thank you very much.
Now you must duel him to the death.
You know,
For
for rejecting.
We
You
bought
said
a
I
lot.
bought everything from.
We
you.
brought a lot of offense to us,
Yep,
Yeah.
I
to
did.
these people.
You didn't drink the guns?
Nope, I didn't.
I think you're haunted by that purple potion from years back that instantly killed you.
The stupid
Yeah,
choice.
that was like one of the cruelest things you've ever done.
I know, but I was like, you know what? This was
We held
preordained
to it.
that there was a lethal potion
Yeah,
here,
we
and
held to
it was
And the
great.
other potions are really good.
Yeah, it was the one bad one.
I didn't stop him from just drinking something green in that one campaign.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but I asked for a green thing. That was stupid. I could have asked for anything, but I asked for a
Exactly.
green thing.
Okay.
Green is not a healthy color.
No,
Give me something green.
Green,
something
I-
green.
generally, green is a healthy color.
I know.
Not for drink.
That's kind of what my thought.
I can't
You
think
can
of
you can make any
Not
drink out of
blood.
anything. I can
yeah,
make a
but
drink out of
when I mean
celery.
like if you
Blood.
think of like all the available drinks, how many of them are
Now,
green?
what's good green?
43.
Barley.
Wow.
Okay. Well then,
Sure.
I will head
I
back.
bet there's more that are other colors.
Okay.
That's not oat or something.
Does anyone else have business within the Raru city center before leaving?
I'm gonna pick up some like.
Drugs.
Do they have any like music discs or like music?
Oh, no.
They're
Oh,
big
sure.
into
Any sort
EDM.
of popular
Yeah.
music?
They have it on like cassette tapes,
Oh, okay.
but they're like
Aren't they Tech 4?
cassette. They are, but these cassettes
really
are
good cassettes.
they're highly advanced and they say very sturdy. Will last you 1,000,000 years if you take care of it.
Wow, how much do they cost?
Well, we have the best sellers list. He looks through and he says, well, 3 credits for one, or you can buy bulk.
What?
10 credits for 5.
Oh yeah.
Do you sell any players?
I'll throw in a player if you get the 5 for 20 credits.
20 credits? Okay.
For five albums and a player.
How many albums do you sell in this store?
Oh goodness. 40, I suppose.
I'll buy 40.
Okay. Let's
And-
just
and
call
player.
it. Let's call it 120.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
All right.
To read psych. That's what we give little
You
star.
spent half your credits on music.
Yep.
I want to hear
Reckless
these
judgment.
lines.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
entertainment for a
Little
long
Spike,
time.
I just psych 'em.
And,
You can't. When am I
like
coming back
on
to
the
this
skill
planet?
check.
Nobody knows.
How much do you have?
5,200.
I have 3,500. He has 700. He has like 100.
There's a very uneven distribution.
He has over 1 million.
Well, the bottle cap's cool though.
It's close to
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
5.
That's nice.
Yeah, I like the artwork.
Yeah.
I think really that's
Nice
mostly
little-
what I like about
It's
it.
the bottle cap. Yeah.
And just like the label. Looks
Yeah.
really good.
No, it's a very nice label.
I feel like
It's pretty
it's like
pop.
Panic in
the small,
XCOM.
the small
When
bottle.
the
is
Panic
nice.
just starts shooting,
Yeah.
but they just like stand out in the open.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. That's all.
You're done.
I just have like cassettes and cassettes.
just
Yeah.
bring way too much shit onto my shit.
Gotta fill that one room with something.
Everywhere we stop, you have to bring something onto my shit.
All right.
It also helps bring credits out of the shit.
All right. Who's the first person then back to the ship?
Oh, the question.
I would
is-
say-
I mean, I can't.
I mean, I'm not doing anything.
So
They went and
that-
did something.
That
So I
person
feel like
and that person alone gets 30 XP. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
Damn.
snap!
I mean, you know, it could be a good thing.
In this game,
Let's say the 3 of us.
Low.
I mean,
like, why would we go
We'd
separately?
be
Well,
level 6.
I probably wanted to say goodbye to the farmers.
Okay.
I mean, I'd just go straight with my cassettes after I bought them.
Yeah, it looks like they're loading up what possessions they have onto a transport that's going to take them out to their stretch of land. And Lars waves at you and he says, "Oh, hello, good Captain Katsu.
Lars?
It seems like we'll be moving to our new home within the next half day or so. We're just squaring things away. Again, my whole family is in your debt."
Well,
Yes, they are.
you may pay me back by living well.
Wow. He says, "Well, we insist that you take this," and it's just like this little box.
Gravitational ward.
Yeah.
He have no,
Just
like, he has no
yeah,
idea
he's
what
like,
it
"Oh,
is.
we had a whole trunk full of those." Yeah.
doesn't.
No. So he says, "Please, just as a token of our gratitude."
I accept.
Okay. He says, "It's an old family heirloom, and well, we've gotten it to work a few times, but we're not really sure what it's for. But perhaps aboard your ship, the technology that you have, someday you'll be able to decipher its code.
Ooh.
I think it's something of an old star map.
Intriguing.
Yes.
Thank you.
I believe it was my great grandfather who was an explorer. I believe it belonged to him, but we've settled down from that lifestyle long ago. But I wish you luck." And he clasps your shoulder, and he says, "Or as they do in their custom here." And then he clasps your
Yeah.
shoulder. So I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Godspeed.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I would head back. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no business here, so I would head back directly from the meal.
Alright, so Studs, as you approach the ship, you see that there's a lion that's just sitting down right by the loading ramp. Like, occasionally, like, you see his tail just kind of, like, flicking back and forth.
Is it like a lion?
He's just looking up intently at your ship.
Is it like an actual lion, or is it?
It is a lion. It is exactly what you'd imagine a male lion on our own world to look like. It seems like he's wearing some jewelry, though.
Could this be?
I'm gonna walk past them
Okay.
because, I mean, I don't know that
You
they talk.
fear no lion?
No, but like
You've
seen them
them-
around.
yeah, you've seen them, like, just calmly, like, striding with the warriors at their side. So, yeah.
I was kind of glance at them.
Okay.
I'll wave.
Yeah, he nods back to you very intelligently. Yep.
And walk in.
Rulers of this
That's
planet.
all I got.
Okay, when you open the loading ramp, you see Katsu's cat like on top of the loading ramp, also kind of just like looking down at the lion.
They're speaking.
I'm
Yeah,
kinda-
they're both just occasionally their tails just wagging back and forth a little bit.
Alright.
Only you saw them.
Yep.
It's yours forever.
I go inside.
Okay.
Are we all boarding?
The
We all
cat
head
the
back?
cat starts meowing at you when you close the loading ramp.
I go inside.
Okay.
I got that pet pal feed.
Yeah. Alright. Eventually you guys will make it all back to the ship. You will all make note of the same site.
You see little spy with all his music things.
It's not. I mean, it's not.
Yep,
my,
the lion, he's just very calmly just sitting by the loading ramp outside of your ship.
Little spy in his boombox.
I'm playing some music on my cassette player.
Walk with the captain and say, the jewelry could be valuable.
We're not.
Do you say that in front of the lion?
No. Like
Okay.
walking up. I mean, like from a distance. Like we're walking. I was
Are you mad?
Are you
like, they have sparkles over
He's a
there.
robot.
You can afford jewelry if you want to buy some, but not
Take this.
dealing
Why
from a lion.
It could be worth 200 credits.
Space jewels.
You could offer to barter with the lion.
No one's tried talking to the lion.
Nope.
Should we at least not? I don't know.
I mean, I heard they can talk. I'll give the lion a small nod.
Okay, he returns it again.
Okay. Let's load up.
Okay. I don't think you need to refuel yet.
Well, we jumped, so I was
Oh, yeah.
hoping we'd refuel.
You will need. There's no gas giants in the area.
But this planet has no
Yeah.
fuel?
Oh no, you can refuel here.
You
Okay.
just have to pay for it.
Yeah, 500 credits.
Yep.
Do we have like a PA or speaker system?
Make
in the
Phil
ship?
pay for it.
You have a. I'm pretty sure you have a PA system.
I'm going to try to figure a way to hook up this cassette player to it.
No.
Why? No.
I
I'm
believe
not,
that would.
I'm not telling you that. I'm just in the engine room doing this.
It's not gonna be in the
I don't care
engine
about
room.
your-
Well, I'm sure there's an access
There's
point.
gotta
on
be a
PA
terminal
systems
down
in the
there.
engineering system.
It's not something I bring up for a vote. It's just something I'm doing. in
It's
my
not.
spare
It's
time.
not up for a
It's
vote.
not up for a
No,
vote.
I mean, if you see me doing it, you
it's
know I
happening.
can tell what I'm doing.
Yep.
Go ahead and stop me.
I mean, it's
Maybe the hacker and programmer probably knows what you're doing.
Sure. I mean, I don't know how
you're
often
gonna
you come
play
down
it
here.
throughout the whole ship.
Maybe you don't know.
I think I would know at that point.
Yeah, if I played it. Maybe if we jump, like I'll play it when we start jumping. Just like, yeah.
I'm shutting that down as soon as I hear it or notice it. Without hesitation.
Go for it.
Play with your dog.
I mean,
And listen to your
you've never
music.
expressed a dislike for Yolan music to me before, so I have no reason not to do it.
I have a dislike for your shenanigan.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood on the ship.
Enlighten.
By
Enlighten
trying,
the mood.
by trying to train your dog to kill people. Your mole dog.
It's defensive measures.
Eventually, he'll have like a grav cannon on his back, highly deadly from his. All right. So everyone's aboard. I suppose you'll need new coordinates then, unless you plan to just go somewhere else on the planet.
No.
You're close, very close to Avalon again. That's only 2 hexes away.
Is that where we started?
Yes.
I mean,
There's been no word from there in a long time.
probably destroyed, right?
You don't know
That was the rumor.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true.
No, even
There
if
you
it
go.
wasn't. What's there?
Some Yolan music.
Wow. Oh.
This is what you're gonna be pumping throughout the ship. Wow, if this is what the Yolans listen to and make. Yep.
It's on their top charts.
I will shut this down immediately.
I'm just jamming out down in the
My
engine room.
As long as it's not through
Yeah.
the PA system,
I mean, as
do
long
what
as,
you
then
want.
why you have a player though? Why do you need the PA system?
Well, I just
He likes it
I
loud.
wanted you all to enjoy it at the same time.
See, that's the issue.
You got AirPods probably. Right?
Is there any news?
going on in the galaxy?
Yes.
You got a news report?
Yep.
Comms guy.
Shut your face.
I want to hear it.
I guess we all.
Let's hear the news comms guy.
Okay. It seems like the Drethik Exarchate has been in negotiations with the Explorers Guild to move the bulk of their fleet to the Laos system in preparations for approaching the planet of Nod in a pitched invasion of the Brotherhood of Cain, or of the Law of Cain. So I guess, like I said, there's negotiations for use of the Explorers Guild's resources, because that's kind of a waypoint on their path to the Saragar system where Nod's located. And the long concealed effort of building up an offensive force now seems to be coming to a head with the Exarchate. As far as the Law of Cain, there's not a whole lot known about what they'd be doing to prepare, but if it's common news now, surely the Law of Cain will be ready for the attack in some capacity. So
War.
there could be a large space battle imminent.
There is money to be made from war.
Yeah.
Alright, so what
And
we
you
do-
guys are friendly with the Explorers Guild, so
There is money
No,
in the
no,
banana
forget
stand.
that. Forget that. Rather than going to Nod, we go to a planet that the Law of Cain just hit. Because they're going to be vacating now to go defend their home planet.
Okay.
Fresh spoils.
How do we know they're going to be gone?
Because why would they have people loitering on a planet
So do we
when their
Spoils.
home planet's being...
I mean, well, I don't care that much about my home
do we
planet.
leak that information to the
If
Law
I'm-
of Cain?
You're not a part of any organization.
I mean,
The Explorers
I don't
Guild.
know. You don't know. Are all Law of Cain people like...
Yes.
Are they
they're
all-
not a people, it's a group.
They all just care...
Yes,
Entirely?
they're given commands.
Have you ever spoke to one?
So they go to one planet.
their homeworld's called Nod.
Cain
They-
gives them all.
So they sack a planet.
Right.
And why would the people from that planet leave after they've been sacked?
No,
I
the
mean, they're
Law
gonna
of
keep track
Cain
of them.
leaves
They're
because
being taken
they're
by the
they're
Law of Cain.
They capture people.
Right.
That was
We
the
don't know
thing.
why,
Yeah.
but I assume they're being taken back to Nod.
But either way, he wants to attack, go to the recent
Become
planet because
brainwashed.
they're going to be vacating it quicker than normal because
Nod
Drexar,
or the people.
The comms
Lord,
guy gets it.
Law of Cain.
Comms guy gets it.
If they're attacking a planet right now and then they get word that like, hey, our home planet's being attacked, they're going to abandon what they're doing to defend the home planet because that's more important. That's
There's someone attacking their planet.
My God.
Drexar.
Fuckface. Jesus Christ.
Drethik, yeah, Drexar.
That's literally what we just spoke
Alright,
about.
alright.
So do we leak the information to Cain? I mean, that's
What information?
do they?
You made it known.
Oh, I guess
pretty
yeah. I
fucking
guess it's
known.
in the news.
That's
So
a public
yeah,
broadcast.
it's a
across
public
the galaxy.
broadcast. So
It's very well known.
Is there any news of recent attacked Law of Cain
That's what
planet?
we want to know. The most recent.
Well,
Google-
there was a
Google
broadcast on the
Avalon?
first session, actually.
Yeah.
There was news about one of the planets they attacked.
That was a long time ago.
Did anyone make note of that?
Oh, let me
Bert
look.
used to
Sean.
write notes all the time. That would be good if he.
man.
But now he's just I don't drink God piss, man, and offend nations.
There's been
I feel
nothing-
like I thought that was the Ravagers. Galadia?
Yes, good job, Mert. Planet Galadia in the Atmos
100K
system.
prisoners were taken.
there's been nothing
How
more
many?
recent.
Recent than that?
100K.
100K. That's a lot.
That was a
of
couple
No,
months.
it's been
That's
pretty
like insane.
mysterious as far as what the Law of Cain's up to.
Talk to the Explorers Guild. Maybe they have inside information.
I
Okay, you're gonna send the transmission to them.
yeah.
'Cause they
They do a lot of communication across the whole galaxy.
They do. You could say, in one sense, they're communication brokers of certain.
That's true.
Yeah.
We want to buy some information.
Right. So you want to send a transmission to their headquarters again?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you specify in the message? This is 3 hexes away, so it's a fairly distant
Yeah.
transmission. But if you decide to use one of the terminals on Eolus, you might be able to strengthen your signal as opposed to your ship-based one. But that's up to you if you want to go to them for that. You were able to reach them recently.
Yeah. Trying to think. I think I'll just stay on the ship and do it.
Okay.
As far as what I want to say, I guess I would ask information of any recently used rudders from the Law of Cain from their planet to another.
Okay.
Maybe dating back a couple weeks worth of information if possible.
So rudder information from their
Nods.
home system
Yeah.
to other. Okay. I won't even ask for a programming because you guys are just hanging out until you get the response. So, and you're in a fixed location. So, eventually you do. I'll say about 4 hours later, you get a message back, saying that as far as the Explorers Guild is aware, the most recent infraction or aggression that the Law of Cain committed was to the system 1 hex to the north of their home system, which has Galatia. So, yeah, the Atmos and Saragar systems are neighboring systems in the sector.
Okay.
So there's historically been a lot of movement between those two systems, especially as the Law of Cain has grown in power and grown more active in raids.
You had no time.
It is.
Galatia.
Yeah, Galatia is in the Atmos system as well. As far as the coordinates from where you are, it is 1, 2, 3. It's four hexes to Nod and also 4 hexes to Atmos, so they're equidistant from your position.
That was
That would be
months ago.
That would be about a couple of months ago.
So
Yeah.
and we had the announcement that they had taken people from there, so they were done.
Correct.
So that would not be affected by this.
No.
So if that was their most recent aggression,
As far as the Explorer Guild goes.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know where else we get
Yeah,
information from.
Well, we don't know how often they
Space
do
School.
this. Like how often they send out, do these type of...
right? But if the
Ravaging.
Explorers Guild didn't know,
Right.
That means they have their
we
own
would,
rudders.
we would have no one else to talk to that would know.
We'd have to find someone from Law of Cain willing to talk, but at that point,
That's
that's a
tricky.
whole different...
So, how common were attacks by them before that?
I mean, from the information you recall from your research, I mean, it's sporadic, but it was definitely more frequent. The activity is definitely slowed for the Law of Cain.
So they
recently.
either
Got what they...
got what they wanted, or they knew that this was happening in advance.
have been
Yep.
preparing.
Mm,
Well, if it's the second one, there's nothing we can really obtain from what we talked about. Either way, kind of, we probably can't go. There's no point in going to there.
no.
Should we decode that farmer's box?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should get to work on that. I guess.
Alright, yeah, that would be my...
Okay,
I
yeah,
wasn't gonna say anything
this is gonna
until
be like
I
a
saw it.
pyramid test, long-term thing. It won't be
Okay.
just a one-check thing, but yeah, that is something you can begin working on.
Yes.
Okay.
What was the other thing? You want to find the abandoned planet? Is that still on the thing? On the docket?
I'm trying to think.
Just let me think.
Hey Sean, where is
Like,
where is
if I had no
where is
morals whatsoever,
Arawar?
what would I
Where are you
do?
looking for?
Arawar?
You
Arawar?
do have moral.
Do,
Is that a system?
do you have more information about Arawar?
It was one of the news when we left Avalon that the Explorers Guild enclave on Arawar was destroyed. Who destroyed their enclave?
Oh yeah, that is in the IN system, INN.
Uh-huh.
That's 3 hexes away. That's one of the most remote systems in the sector. That was pending investigation, and the results of that investigation have not been made public yet.
Okay. Why would they get
Can
destroyed?
I,
Did the Law of
open up
Cain know that
communication with
they
you?
had
can I communicate with the
What are you
Explorer
talking
Guilds
about?
asking that information?
one of their guilds
If they
got
ever
their
figured out
enclaves
who-
got destroyed? The Explorers Guild. Who destroyed
They
that?
got destroyed when?
right at the same time.
That was
as
on faction turn 2. So that was the second news broadcast
Yes,
that went out.
correct.
Was when they lost their facility.
That was the same time as Law of Cain went silent.
Yes.
Since the raid.
Correct.
So
How long ago was it?
That was the last time.
That was
the
news
Dreadful.
broadcast 2.
Sure, that doesn't mean anything to me. How long ago?
before we left Avalon, it was as we were leaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
So a month ago,
Yeah.
and they don't know who did it.
Still nothing.
Well, there might be something. Just hasn't made
What
public.
are those candies there? Those
They are
What
really
are
good.
those?
What are they?
They're like chocolate with some
It's
shit
lint
inside.
something.
Ruffles-ish.
Okay.
Truffle.
How far away was that enclave
It's like
from Nod?
some got caramel in them.
That's the
From
question
Nod.
I
From Nod, that is 3
I
hexes
was
away.
eating
Oh,
those
so it's
peanuts.
very loud. Or close. Yeah.
Because they've been
Shit,
attacking
yeah.
This is
Or
this
four.
is the only food.
You are done.
So what if they found out that the guild had sold them out to Drathic? Not that this helps us anyway, but something. Maybe there's some
Like,
link.
you'd think the guild would be a neutral party.
Correct.
Is there any neutrality when it comes to the law of Cain? Yeah, but it's true.
And
they
it,
might be.
It
yeah.
was, yeah. I mean, Cain is
They're They're
taking,
warlike,
taking people, 100k people.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, how good do we want to be? Is the question.
My character would definitely want to do whatever he could to like hurt the law of Cain in any way. But we're only one. I mean, this is
we
a
are
war.
but of one free.
We're one
What can
free.
one ship do?
Yeah,
But
we're
it's
a
me.
war.
It's me. It's a me.
It's a me.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
The captain is asking for you to.
Well,
I feel like
Relationship.
we've skirted the line.
What can we do?
Bad.
What pays the most?
To begin with, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I wonder, is there a profit to be gained?
We must make
is
money.
our goal money, or do we have a higher goal?
Lots of money.
I feel like everybody has their own goal, obviously.
Desire only flying.
Well, there would be some fancy flying involved.
I mean,
Desire only flying. What's your thought process?
we do have sins to make up.
I mean,
I don't like the law of Cain. I don't like them abducting people.
No.
I guess it does just destabilize.
But I also don't like Drathic either.
fuck 'em.
They wipe out the law of Cain.
Do they become
That
too
would
powerful?
greatly expand their power across the galaxy, I think.
Just keep them all fighting.
They
forever.
become the system, the sector police, basically.
The hegemon, the new hegemon.
Right.
Yeah.
Would it be better to bring a third party into that?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Merlin?
Oh, Merlin.
you must meet with Merlin, and then
The Separatists.
yeah.
The Separatist Alliance
Oh.
against Drathic.
Yep. Founded
And
by
Law of
the
Cain.
crew of the Excelsior.
Could be.
Yeah.
Right next to Yolan, it'd be a good start.
Unite the Beastmen.
Well, and they don't like the law of Cain, so they have,
Well, no.
per
They
se,
attempted to
right,
poach and steal some of their
beasts.
beasts. Yep. You're at a major
This is
crossroads
this is a
here.
juncture, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, who do we?
I mean, we don't want either power to rise above
We must find Golk.
We want-
one
we
another.
want balance.
Golk will have the answer.
We might go to Avalon.
I was thinking
Avalon,
Avalon.
if
We
it's
haven't
still
been there.
exists.
If it's
Well,
still
I need to
there,
see what's.
there could be.
If
There
we want
could
to
be.
start an alliance,
Gotta start with Gavin Orloff.
we have. No.
Wow.
We're ready to make amends.
Wow.
We need friends.
Yeah.
We have part of Yolan already.
Yeah.
And my goal was to make Avalon ruled by a friend.
Original.
That was you put that you had that in place
I
when
tried
you
to
left.
shift the power.
You gave her all the Azerites.
So it might be
Oh,
worth
that's
stopping
right.
by.
That's right. The
Actually,
princess
you know
or
what?
duchess. Or,
She would be no friend of Drathic.
no.
My old friend Kylie Connors.
Hey, you did
From
have that
Avalon.
written down.
Oh
But
yeah, but I had that
all
one
our-
guy that I screwed over.
The planet was destroyed, so
Yeah.
Lance or whatever.
Yeah.
wasn't Avalon destroyed?
He wanted
What
you
did
to
we
meet
do?
No.
Merlin. Yeah.
That was.
We destroyed 2 planets,
We destroyed one planet.
We've not destroyed anything.
but I mean 2 planets were destroyed as we were leaving them.
No. Avalon was never destroyed.
That's
It
That
was-
was somebody
Sworn
said it
it
was
was.
going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
That was never confirmed.
And that's why his brother's with us, because that's all we could afford
Right.
to take.
Yeah. All right, set
I guess
course
we
for
can go, we
Avalon,
can go confirm it.
Alright.
or the space that was once Avalon.
Alright.
Okay. You'll have a fairly good rudder for this. I think it's gonna just probably lead to an automatic success.
I would think so.
It's 2 hexes away. I think like.
Avalon was what? Tech 3 or 2?
3.
Yes. The
It
only
was
area
tech
that was
4.
tech level 4 was the Drethic biosphere.
Yeah.
Starships. This is
That's
always a
where we
good section.
Almost died in the frozen rain, right?
Avalon, yeah.
Our that's like, yeah. Where we all
You've
Came
got
from most of
a
the
less
time,
than a year old rudder, so it's just a neutral. So it's a base difficulty 8 jump. Spike drill. It would go up to 10 if you're trimming the course, I suppose. Which I think you usually do.
Talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
He said base difficulty
8 or 10 based
8 or
on
10.
the trimming the course difficulty.
Okay, so 10 or lower is auto.
So you'll
succeed,
trim the
so
course,
might as
yeah.
well.
Alright.
Yep. Plus the half, so half a half.
Okay.
half and half.
And then Mang always remembers what that translates to in real time.
How many hexes?
2 hexes.
That's 2 days.
2 days, alright.
I guess my question would be, why would Drethic care so much about wiping out
The law of Cain.
the Law of Cain?
That is a question.
I mean, has the Law of Cain done anything
I mean,
bad besides abduction?
Just adopted 10,000 people.
I mean,
What are they
we
doing
don't know what
with
they're
all those
doing with them.
people?
No one knows.
What if they're doing good things to them?
Something like that.
Why would it be
We're
called?
gonna enlighten you back on our home world.
I mean,
Come with us.
Come with us.
Yeah, yeah, come with yeah.
Galadia wasn't in the the Drethic Empire, is it?
Drethic
Speculation.
only has control of the Thorgebo system, and they have bases on other worlds. The Gunhill system they had actually just kind of gotten under their control, and then the Naziran disaster happened, so that set Drethic back a good amount.
Okay.
So this might be a bit of a desperation move. I mean,
Okay.
it's difficult to you don't know all the factors right now. You just have
Now
the
I
public.
wonder who is that patrol boat
That we
above the other planet that we avoided.
You'll,
the farm when we were picking the farm around.
Retcon. We didn't avoid them.
no, not allowed.
Retcon like 2 hours.
Definitely not allowed. Yep.
Precog. Looking to the past.
Postcog.
Alternate past.
Oh man.
Is there any information on the size of Law of Cain's forces?
They're pretty secretive.
Yeah, well,
I should use telepathy.
the census, the most recent census data of Nod had it at fewer than 1 million inhabitants. But that's not accounting for the vast rows of mercenary soldiers that they employ. So it's, I mean, it would, from a glance, looking at just the raw data you have, the Drethic Exarchate would boast a larger military, to be certain, than Nod.
And they're sending the bulk of their navies.
They're sending it. Basically, let me put it this way. So, from the Thorgebo system where Drethic is to Nod, it is 5 hexes away. The Laos system is 3 hexes from Thorgebo and 2 hexes from Nod, and so that's why they were in negotiations to kind of use that space around Yuli Zamendi, the Explorers Guild homeworld, as like a rallying point. So that was part of their negotiation. Yeah, right.
Could
Do
we
a
get in-
final assessment.
Could we get in contact with the dude we
McMasters?
sold?
He really disliked the Law of Cain.
Oh yeah,
He did.
he was in a rough battle with them, and they
Yeah.
lost. I mean, you discovered at the end that he had actually pretended one of the ships that was destroyed he claimed as his own, so he could
yeah.
sell it to you guys. So you don't know how badly they actually lost to the Law of Cain, but it was enough that he got demoted over it. So
I was just thinking maybe we can get some information on why they're making this move.
yep, that would be valuable to have from any standpoint.
Something doesn't sit right though with the whole ordeal.
Maybe they're just alright dudes.
Yeah, Thor and Oaken shields
Is
his
Drethik good guys?
Not necessarily.
No, I didn't like them. Who? Drethik. They came to my planet and just started taking it over.
for the Azurite.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're back.
So it's really just like a power. It's like competing. Like
It's a power struggle.
Yeah.
That's why we're trying to.
That's
We're
why
thinking
he
about
said,
going to Avalon
Really, you don't
and make
want either
have
of
a
them
third
to
power.
win.
Get allies.
I feel like Drethik's gonna win.
Right.
but they've been storing up all those people. What if they use them?
In what way? Firing them out of
They
cannons?
shoot him into the vacuum of space, strapped with bombs.
What if they turn into some kind of war fighters?
They're all with their
They're
soldiers.
bioweapons. They just.
They could be doing some weird psionic shit.
Yeah.
Kai factory.
Suddenly,
Trying to create
suddenly
another gate.
suddenly this
Yeah.
game becomes Twilight Imperium. For
Oh yeah,
some
no.
moments.
Hey, I always try to have Twilight Imperium influence. You
Yeah.
know, my
A
my
game
idea
like
of a
this, for
sci-fi
sure.
world. Oh yeah.
I mean, what if they're like trying to create another Scream or something like? Who
Yeah.
knows what?
It's bad for everyone,
That could be
Bad
true.
for us.
especially if you're a psionic, because
Maybe
your
you
head might
want
explode.
Drethik to win.
You just don't have enough information.
We gotta go on a recon.
How do we gain information?
How do we gain
How do
it?
we gain information?
Pretend to join the
I mean,
cult.
we're on Avalon.
Try to go to
We're
planet-
We're
there.
gonna talk to
Close.
Avalon.
I think if we-
Avalon's how close to all of that stuff?
Avalon is in a remote corner of the sector. It is 2 hexes from where you are right now, and you are the only relatively close system to Avalon's.
How about this? Go to Avalon, see who's in charge, make friends with them, and we head back to Drethik Prime, break into the military facilities, and hack their servers.
That's all.
all of that's me. I have to
No,
do all of
the
that
second
by
part-
myself.
The
all right, see
second
you
part
guys.
is heavily.
Final
on-
part.
The final part is heavily. Breaking in is probably partly us.
Can't we
helping.
talk to what's his face first? And see what-
McMaster?
Yeah, McMaster's. And see, is that actually his name?
He was Drethik, right?
Something
Yeah.
like that.
He's
I
on
think
Drive.
Sean kept calling him
Yeah,
McMaster.
I was
That's his
hoping he
name,
got
yeah.
promoted and
I like
he's a
that
loyal
name
friend
better.
now, so
Yeah,
he
you
could
just
be a source
ask,
of
maybe you could just
information.
ask him, like, are we not supposed to know that they're attacking the Nod?
It was public
It's
information.
public broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
so
can
you,
afford
we
it.
can just ask him, like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
what's
saying.
going on.
Like, let's figure out what's
You
going
just
on.
ask him.
Maybe
Let's get as much
Yeah,
information
just
before
say,
we
oh, they're
confession.
bad guys and we're killing them.
Could be.
These are big military secrets, I'm sure, if there's something really afoot.
Yeah, but we.
We'll ask him.
You have an in. You have dirt on McMasterson.
I do.
Not really.
They stole that ship that we
Oh
took.
yeah, you're right.
Then that's dirt on you guys too.
There's no proof.
Cyber. I record everything I
What?
see.
Yeah, I don't know what kind
Is
of
that
dirt
true?
there is.
I don't know.
Is that a
He's
flashback?
a robot.
Redcon.
Damn it, it's possible, but it was never specified.
Yeah.
How
you
do
gotta
robots
say stuff like
how
that.
do robots remember things?
RAM,
Yeah.
hard drive.
Don't I have like
I mean,
an
but then,
have
like-
a photographic memory? I could be submitted into evidence.
We're
Oh
gonna
my
look
gosh.
at his data.
We have to
memory.
wipe
You can
you.
look in my
We have
data.
to wipe your
Or is it
memory.
just
on my
like
hard
Grab a
drive.
good enough lawyer to go against Drethik military.
or is it just like you store facts, like some people can't remember images but they just remember concepts and facts?
Do you remember concepts and facts?
It's a moot
Electric.
point. You're not
You
evidence.
androids.
Let's get to Avalon.
And do Am tries to remember like video feeds? He just has all
To
of
Avalon we
them
go.
for us in his brain.
Okay. That's an auto success for the jump.
Yeah, well, and we've been there.
That's not the reason
That's-
why. But I like
All
it.
that.
I mean,
Might as well be.
it does factor in slightly, I guess,
Well,
as far as your rudder age and
We
everything.
know the rudder is good.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay. Well, you see that unfriendly-looking blue planet is still there. So the planet, right? Yeah. The planet itself. The planet itself has not seemed to have been destroyed.
That's good.
There
Yeah.
are no. There's no starships to greet you, of course, as really off-worlding ships were fairly uncommon. I mean, having the chance to leave was usually tied to a Drethik vessel or the exceptionally wealthy elite that had kind of tech level beyond the average of the population. But yep, you are able to proceed. I think there was a space station in the system. Let me check.
there definitely was. We were talking about leaving the planet that way.
I just knew I had a spaceport for.
Oh yeah, there's cruise refueling station and two space stations. Beersheba 2 and Ella 5, and 3 moons. Yep.
That's
A lot of stuff. So, you guys just gonna descend to the surface? Avalon City Spaceport. Okay.
I forgot. This is where our ship was built.
No, your
That
ship was
the
built in
next
Drethik.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
They
right.
didn't want that.
That's right. We snuck away.
Yeah, we're
to
on
get
a
out of
crate
here.
to get out of here.
That's right.
Because Avalon at one point, again as a reminder, was kind of the hegemon of the whole system because of the Azerite. But
Once
you'd have to
that-
really dig into the history to find out how exactly what happened. Because you've heard conflicting reports of how they fell out of power. Everything's connected to the Azerite on this planet, though. Alright, so arriving in the spaceport, you see, as you're coming in, this is the deadest you've ever seen the spaceport here. There's only one other ship in the whole vicinity, and it appears to be a bulk. It's a bulk freighter. Yep. So, as you land, you see kind of a it's the same guy. You were in contact with this guy once before, I think, or I mentioned him as a potential contact. Let me see.
For Starport?
Yeah, the guy.
Alfred.
Alfred.
Yeah, he was my contact.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So it's Alfred's still running the show here.
Alright.
And he wants to speak with you in particular. He says,
As you leave.
what's your character's name? again?
Flynn.
Flynn. Yeah, that's right. Flynn. Flynn, you came back.
Yep.
Says,
How have things been?
not good.
Oh,
Not
really?
good at all. He says, well, all the Drethik folks are gone.
Okay.
The biosphere was looted, but we got into some conflict with that. You guys encountered that guy who was fleeing from his war band. I have to kind of look. Oh, Ale the Forsaken.
Ale.
Yeah. He was contesting the location too, trying to scrap whatever tech was left behind. The city lost a lot of its able-bodied men in that attack.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but life goes on. Although with all of the Drethik work being done, it's hurt the economy a bit. So times are tough.
Sure.
But hey, the Contessa's happy. She rules with an iron fist now.
Does she?
Oh yeah. All of her cronies are in full Azerite armor. Those blades have been put to use.
Okay. Well, you've kept aside from most of that here.
What's that?
You've kept aside from that, like they.
Well, most people don't bother me much anyway. The spaceport's barely used hardly used at all nowadays. I mean, this Explorers Guild freighter here, this is the only ship that's landed in the past week, and I think they're wrapping things up, so.
Damn.
Good to see another vessel coming through. Look at that beauty. Looks brand new.
It pretty much is.
I mean,
Never taken damage.
You know, except for those little
Except for
laser
lasers.
shots.
Probably got a little
That
blast
didn't
marks
actually
on it.
do anything.
No.
So very,
Yeah,
very
forces.
nice, very nice.
Armor or whatever.
Well, I'm not sure what's brought you back here, but like I said, it's good to see you.
You too. Do we have to pay? Does he?
Yeah,
get
there is a
paid?
fee. He gives you like a really discounted rate, but it's a 20 credit docking fee to use the.
Alright, thank you.
oh my god, how do we afford that?
How do we afford that? And then I tell the captain kind of the stuff he's told me.
I think you made a promise to come visit that shopkeeper again.
I forget
to
what
give
his
him
name is.
treatments.
Like Greek. Is it Fred?
That's not Greek.
He's like the. I did make a promise to come
Yeah.
check on him, but I forgot what his
Yeah,
name
but a
was.
lot
For some
sooner
reason
than
I
what
didn't-
you
I
did.
didn't write down his name.
I'm pretty sure
Son
it was.
definitely did.
I'm pretty sure it was like weekly.
Well, no, he was
if not
his
daily.
son. Is what was
Alright.
just
That he was supposed to come back.
Alright.
We'll say
We'll have to.
Let's just
Oh
call
yeah,
him
oh yeah, his
Boris.
son is long dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His son is long dead now.
So
Well,
I'll just,
and the able-bodied
yeah,
people.
you're about to roll out. I'm gonna say you go by and give them their treatments. He and his son are still alive and
Okay.
still working in the
euthanasia.
mines, but you keep him strong and healthy with your treatments. So
Well, I'm glad I was able to come back.
yep. So
You promised.
I know.
Alright. So we know that Mert's gonna provide treatment then for that.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah, he is.
That'll be what I'll be doing.
All right.
Treat
You will have to deal with.
Oh, would I have healed up back to
Yeah.
full with all these?
Oh, yeah,
travelers?
dude.
Yeah.
It's 1 HP a day, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh.
And your time on Eolus was very good for you.
God.
Very restorative. Alfred does say, I assume you're. Oh yeah, there's Katsu over there. Yeah. Lance has been looking for. Lance will be looking for him. It's only a matter of time before he knows that he's back.
Of
So
course.
you might want to. I hate to shoo you guys away, but just be advised. I'm sure there'll be some interested parties knowing that you guys are all back.
Of course. We prepared for that.
All right.
Katsu. Alright, guys.
Yep. See you, man.
Have a good night.
Yep. Peace.
Never come back.
Whoa. I think he will.
It's a me.
It's a me. Merc.
Took him like a whole 5 minutes.
Yep.
All that fruit, huh?
Go straight to the
Right. Straight to the
Straight
ass.
to the ass.
He's been waiting an hour for the most silent moment.
Excuse me.
Or you just didn't want to offend Mark.
Soon as
Hold
You
it
didn't
in
want
for
Mark
Mark.
to see that.
Yeah. Witness that. Alright, let's try to keep on the down low then.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get to the Contessa's home.
Okay.
Is that the warlord now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
Or the
I don't think they would
no,
use that.
she hasn't used the title warlord.
yeah.
Do you say hello to Alfred Ontego, the spaceport, the guy who runs
Oh
the
yeah,
spaceport?
sure.
He says, "Oh, don't use Contessa around her anymore.
No, what is
Calls
it
herself
now?
Empress."
Empress. Empress of dirt.
He says, "Hey, we all know Avalon's not much, but again, I'd be careful using that kind of descriptors around her." Yeah,
Keep that in mind.
yeah. And he says, "Oh, nice suits, by the way."
I don't think we're wearing our power suits.
No,
All right, he retracts that.
sends a bad look.
Okay,
We
all
were
right.
just like in
We're
big
trying to
bulky spaceman
yeah,
armor
we're trying to
suits.
stay on the down low.
Yeah, I feel like we're probably only going to be wearing those if we're doing a job,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
extracting
Bunch of
stuff.
power armored men.
Yeah, just
busting into the city.
I want to still wear. I want to wear my garb.
Okay.
Still, it's fanciness. I like it.
All right. Well, again, as a recap, Avalon City is a like 85% underground network of underground habitations, tunnels. There's some larger areas and arcades that kind of give the feeling of a 21st century mall as far as having upper levels and larger storefronts. But yeah, by and large, it's a fairly dreary place that has to make use of frugal energy supplies and food supplies and that sort of thing. Especially with off-world traffic being greatly cut back in the recent months. By and large, the populace is suffering from various malnutritions as a result of not having any sort of real strong sunlight or properly balanced diet, as well as the blue lung as a result of being exposed to fine azurite dust in the air for long periods of time. Yes, they are your people. And it does hurt a little bit seeing that things have definitely not improved since your departure.
I'm picturing a bad plan in my head. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
It involves us stealing a big ship.
Ooh, a bulk freighter, framing your people for it.
No.
Okay,
that's what I was thinking, like something
Yeah,
bad
like-
morally.
Drathic, you better just bombard the planet to dust. It's
My people can't live this way; they must be destroyed.
better for them to die in a blaze of glory. Okay, and the Contessa has relocated. She still does retain ownership of her former residence, but she is now successfully rehabilitated the old imperial palace to a state that is now habitable. So that is where you will be escorted if you are seeking her out. So I assume that's who you're looking for.
Going.
Okay. Yep. There's a private tram that runs strictly between Avalon City and the palace. So once you identify yourself, they say, "Oh, Lord Katsu, you've returned."
I have.
Well, the Empress will be delighted to receive you and your associates as her guests, and they gesture for you guys to board the tram. And you see that anyone who's working for the Empress these days is looking quite well for themselves. Katsu, while you are on board the tram, you have a vision.
God.
That if you go into that palace, it is
I will
highly
not come
unlikely
out.
you will ever leave.
Rip.
But I had to make sure he got the premonition while he's on board the tram already.
So I'll spend so I can keep that ability.
Okay,
Okay, so I'm not on the tram yet, or I'm on.
you are on the tram because the
Tram.
danger, unfortunately, is not on the tram itself.
Right.
It's leaving the tram. But this way, I'm able to put you in a bind without your recognition.
So the
just
tram
choosing
is
everything.
dropping us off in front of the palace.
Yep, it runs between a city terminal and the palace.
Are we
It's the
all-
only route that it runs,
Are we
and
all
it's
in
it's staffed by the Empress's cronies. You
In
can say.
Azurite gear.
Oh yeah.
How many?
I'd say there's 5 on board, so it'd be a scuffle for sure.
Do we have our?
You're not wearing your power suits.
I mean-
That was made clear.
Do I have like
Yeah,
my
I don't-
13 grenades on me too? That's the question. How much do we carry?
Yeah, you guys can all
I
make
have it all
declarations.
listed,
You can
so.
make your declarations as far as what you have on you right now. That would actually be good for me to know. So maybe you could put like a asterisk by what you have on you right now for your records. But I mean, as far as weapons, I mean, as long as you're not bringing a heavy weapon around, even if you have a laser rifle, there's a degree of freedom as far as the city of Avalon that's not too heavily scrutinized.
I probably have everything. I don't have anything really.
Be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom while you guys silently think about your situation.
Demo charges.
Won't be silent while you're
I
gone.
totally forgot we've had that.
And don't forget, I do have cake if anybody wants a slice out here.
I did forget.
I totally forgot that I haven't done anything with my
Character yet?
No,
We know.
with my robot that we have on the ship. I haven't done anything. Things are about to
Your
go out.
janitor bot? What were we going to do with it?
That's at a time like this. You think of that? Oh, you know what?
I had before dying that
So the issue is you have to kind of pass that information along to us.
Oh, yeah, we don't know it, but
Can't say it out loud.
I know that's issue number 1, I think.
you have to be like, I don't feel so good.
Wait, there's no reason for me to randomly use telepathy on you.
It's a tram like on a track. Yeah, like a train. Yeah.
I have no reason. Like my character has no reason to doubt this. I wouldn't even use telepathy on the guards.
No.
I have no reason to do anything.
I didn't even precog it. It was just an automatic vision.
Yeah, that's because it's immediate danger, right? I haven't-
Imminent.
Uh,
Boy, this is about to get a lot messier.
Is Mert technically honest?
No, I think he's with us. Yeah.
Could we use him to our advantage?
Oh no, he went to go help the kid. He fucking made that
That's
stupid
blue
promise.
Nobody.
Could really use him.
Our biggest combat character, like when we might have combat.
Man, so I left the bathroom and Boogie was just like right there, and he was just like,
Yeah, he always waits outside bathrooms. Yep. Especially now because it's food time, so he thought it was my mom.
I was glad he didn't like flee.
He
Like
was so shocked, probably.
also,
Yeah.
boy.
And I will say this, like, we'll assume that the premonitions of you, like, being in great danger probably run a certain line of, like, marginal to poor rolling and skills. Like, it's obviously not a certainty, like, you guys aren't doomed by entering there, but you've had the vision that you will be in danger, potentially, so.
Is this just one car?
Yes.
So there are controls visible.
There is like there's a little separate compartment for the cockpit and like the driving controls, but it's very small in comparison to the passenger car. So it's like
Okay.
yeah.
And what weapons do they have?
They have azurite broadswords and like pistols, like handguns.
It's gonna be messy one way or another.
They got fuck you uppers.
Unless I can talk my way out of it, but they're not gonna like it.
It's possible.
We should all inject that, whatever Mert injected.
Like, oh, my appendix.
I'm
is
gonna say
burnt. You
yeah.
gotta fuck
Mert's
the
doing doctor time.
Yeah,
that
that's
he's
what we
not.
figured.
Yeah, yep. So that'll be good.
Didn't give us his drugs. We've arrived.
You guys, if you guys all want to add some of Mert's drugs to your inventory, I can allow that. That'd be that's not too egregious of a retcon.
No.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna wait until we arrive.
Okay.
What's the game plan?
We're waiting.
Just
Doing
hold
nothing.
tight.
That's good, because that's what I was planning on doing anyways, because I
Alright,
know none of
can't-
this.
I can't tell you the plan because I can't.
Yeah.
Tell you the plan.
Okay. The tram stops. You are basically directly. They say, okay, up a couple flights of steps out of the terminal station here, and you'll be in the audience chamber. We've forwarded that. We forwarded the Empress that of your arrival, so she will be expecting you.
Ah, excellent.
Yes.
I'll start to step out of the tram,
Okay.
and then I'll be like, I just forgot something. I forgot my gift for the Empress on the ship.
Oh, a gift.
Yes. She would be most upset if I forgot it.
That sounds like our Empress. Perhaps one of your men can go retrieve it.
I'm afraid it's in my locked quarters.
Right. So, what do you propose?
Well, if you could take me back, it would only take 20 minutes. Surely that's not a huge inconvenience.
You guys are all just sitting there,
They're
like
sitting in the
silently.
tram.
A little confused, but
Yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah.
My robot brain.
Just wondering where the papers are.
Like, there's no prison.
All right. Let's get a talk. You see the guy rubbing his chin. He's not quite sure what would piss her off more, the
Yeah,
delay
exactly.
or the yeah.
Oh boy. That is a 8.
Okay. He wavers, but says, I'm afraid I must not keep my lady waiting. I will take any responsibility if she is upset by by the delay of your gift, but we will see to it that she receives it. Please, this way, sir.
I hate to start conflict here, but
I am unarmed.
you said there was a door between the controls
Yep,
and the...
so like so you got the tram, the passenger area is the large majority, but yeah, you see like there's just a little area at the front where the tram operator was, so that would be controlling it going forward and
it's
taking it
visible.
back. Oh yeah, there's like a glass panel.
Is he still there?
Oh yeah.
Is there
Is he armed?
No, it doesn't look like that guy's armed himself.
Perfect.
Yep.
I'm gonna teleport right to the controls.
Okay, and you just can do that with line of sight.
Yeah, as
easy
long as I
peasy.
have line of sight.
Yep. Okay, you just teleported next to him. No, what are you doing? All right, so good. The guard captain is off the tram, so you see him start speeding away.
Good.
But you are gonna have a few guys
Yeah,
that are
I
on the
know.
tram. So
Are we off the tram?
nope,
No, we're
you
all on.
guys were just chilling there. So we're gonna do initiatives. It's pretty cool. I like
Yeah,
this.
I helped our odds as best I could.
It's thematic.
What's the range? Can I shoot at closer range than that?
So you just
Yeah, of course.
started it up again?
The tram, yeah.
Oh shit, that thermal pistol is perfect for this.
I know.
Good thing we all have those. You handed them off.
I didn't give them to everybody.
No, I don't have one.
I'm special.
You're what?
I'm special.
They really didn't want thermal pistols for some reason. They were really lame.
You only had a certain amount, I thought.
I had 2. I offered it to all of you.
I remember I have alert, which I have some sort of advantage in initiative. I don't remember.
Does that mean you always go first?
So
Mine.
I thought that was 2.
Twice. I'll just do that.
I thought our alert had to be
D8,
level
I
2
think.
to get
Okay.
always go first.
I can't remember
Why
what
would
the
you do
exact
that
one was.
It's a D8.
It's a D8.
Oh,
This-
and I got that 8.
Watch
Plus
this 1
Plus anything?
plus 0.
7.
6 is
4's going last. This is where I die, guys.
Where
I
do you
have the
see
lowest
initiative
health
on
now. I do have the lowest health.
I'm pretty robust these days. Getting 10 HP in the last 2 levels.
I need to like bookmark the freaking.
Do you have
PDF.
infrared vision?
No.
That shitty robot.
I'm immune to toxins.
That's rude.
Okay.
So you could walk through that drug cloud and be like, huh?
Yeah. What drug?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my drug cloud. You stay away from it. Just lingers above my head always.
I don't breathe though, so I just like walk through it.
Okay.
Like an inanimate object.
So Mang rolled an 8. How'd the rest of you guys do?
6.
7.
Okay. Mang.
I got a 4.
Mang,
dead.
let's do a roll off. You tied with 2 of them.
Oh,
Alright,
Quick.
so I rolled a 4.
They're gonna blast us. Another 8.
Okay, you
shit.
first.
I better go first.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna chuck a concussion grenade through the glass into the main car.
Sorry, you're like at the controls?
Yeah, he's in the little cockpit chamber
So
with the pilot
gonna
guy.
concuss all of us?
Not you.
Right.
So you're just gonna
All right,
come down.
well-
Alright.
I'm not even gonna require a roll for that. I mean,
Yeah.
you do it.
Nice.
Okay. And I think that'll just detonate probably on your turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or like next turn, or this turn you're saying.
Maybe there's a section on
I wonder if
grenades.
there's a delay on that. Like,
I'm
can
gonna
someone act
quick
before-
consult it because that's a
grenade
pretty
goes
big
off?
deal.
Like, don't they have time?
Oh,
Like,
okay. No, actually, you do need to roll, Mang. You're basically attacking versus AC 10
Okay.
to just do what you want to do that. It's possible you could like throw it out the window.
I got a 17.
Okay. Nope, it does exactly what you want it to.
Good.
Okay. Roll 2d6.
Rip.
Is this damage?
what's the nature of the damage?
12.
What the fuck does this do to us?
That was a good roll.
What's the nature of this damage?
I have no idea.
It's a concussion grenade.
Is it shrapnel or noise,
Alright,
or what is it?
That's better than like a frag or a shrapnel grenade.
Yeah,
So is it in the book?
That was a
No, I
frag that
invented
just
it.
killed us
I'm
all.
gonna have it do 75% damage conversion because that
Alright.
it basically is like exploding your eardrums and like just really like doing a lot of subdural damage. So
Now, I probably would have plugged my ear.
yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so
would it have stopped it if it was that powerful?
It would have helped a lot, yeah.
Is a robot immune? I don't have ears.
Yeah,
I have
I
ear
think you're fine. Ear holes.
Thomas, you're gonna take 25% damage of that. Like, there's still like basically a wave of kinetic
So
force that hits your
30% is
fragile
9.
robot body. So
9 damage?
Yep.
12 times 75.
9 damage to everyone in the car.
I'm like going to die.
And what do I get?
You'll take Thomas level damage,
So 3.
3.
and so will the pilot. So he might be just dead.
I'm going to die.
Yeah. You're gonna need a Lazarus patch maybe.
For that lift.
What is
yeah,
it?
I mean, we all have lift.
Oh yeah, or lift.
What does the lift do?
Heals you
Lifts
for,
you up.
I think, 1d6 or
I roll a
1d8.
1 on that one. I guarantee you that.
Roll a d20, man.
Just
Yep.
5. He's
Okay.
dead.
There were so many other ways to avoid.
Just
All of
go in
this.
the other room and
He-
toss a
he's the
concussion grenade in
captain.
front of everybody.
He made a judgment call. Oh yeah, it's here that I'm looking for.
I mean, they have...
Flashbang? Could you have done a flashbang?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what it would do. I've never thrown one in my life. But I figured they have
way better armor than we do right now,
Mm-hmm.
and they have really powerful melee weapons.
They do.
Yeah.
In an enclosed
Yep.
encounter.
Yeah, but I have suppressed cognition. I could just make them stop fighting us.
All of them in one go.
No, a specific target. I don't know how many
Charles
there are.
Xavier.
Yeah. I
Okay.
needed to shut this down as quickly as possible.
All right. Well, you've largely done that at great peril to everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically this is just like an incredibly loud blast of just raw kinetic energy in this tight like car. So you guys are just like whiplashed against the railing of the frame, and the tram itself is not fully lodged onto the tracks now. So it's you hear the metal. No, actually you won't hear anything. You're deafened right now. So it's kind of scraping along the tracks. Who's next highest in initiative?
It's 7.
Oh no, hold on. There's an 8 that's left. He's really disoriented. He's probably just gonna be like trying to pick up his sword and like figure out what's happening. So, cuttlefish. Wow.
What?
That's a drone type.
Yeah.
Okay. Combat's kind of, it's been rare, but you guys are scavengers. You're not about blasting. Okay.
Blast until
Until
A
we're
lot more blasting after this.
Yeah.
well, glad I'm dead.
You'll be fine.
I don't think I will.
How much HP you have?
1.
You're fine.
I lived a whole day with that.
Yeah.
We also didn't get into combat.
There's that one janitor bot that tried to attack us.
Soldier
Actually, it was a
bot.
soldier bot.
Yeah.
That was a soldier.
I don't think he tried to attack you at all.
He avoided
You were
Because I evaded.
So
because you
swiftly.
you
His
potentially
sword
locked
was-
yourself
he
in a
used his
room.
intelligence to
So
avoid it.
there's 2 guards who are still alive, and I'm doing the one who rolled the high initiative right now. Neither of them were disarmed because they had yet to draw their weapons, but he is heavily disoriented, and neither. I mean, he's definitely not going to attack Katsu. He's distant. Phil, roll a d4.
4.
Okay. Thomas is the closest target in range, and he just kind of takes a disoriented swing at you as he knows that something's obviously going wrong.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to give him a penalty.
Flashback.
What is your flashback?
I'm wearing my assault suit.
No, no.
Best flashback.
What's your armor class?
13.
After we specifically said we're definitely not wearing them because it looks bad.
Holy shit.
How much?
It's a shock too.
I thought I saw a 7.
You did?
No, it doesn't. If it hit, it doesn't do shot.
No, I know.
That does 7 damage.
That sounds about right.
It's insane.
I'm going to give him a -2 for damage because of his condition. So he had a D7 plus 1, so it does 6 net damage. You still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Congrats.
Okay, who's next on initiative?
7.
That's you.
Okay.
You'll need to produce your weapon, and then you can fire. You can make an attack, but you can't move at the same time as a result of the concussion.
Okay.
The only reason that guard was able to attack was because Thomas was basically right next to him. He's just like,
Do
yeah,
I
so-
have any clear vision
Oh,
or
yeah.
idea of my surroundings?
Your vision. I mean, you're in a lot of pain, and your head is screaming. But as far as like just leveling a blaster, you could certainly do that.
All right, I'm gonna level my thermal pistol at one of these guards.
Okay.
And try to shoot him.
All right, you have a thermal pistol.
I do.
That's
We
good.
passed him out.
That's more effective
Toss
against
them around.
their armor class. So
That is good. Here we go.
okay,
17.
okay, that'll hit.
Why?
4.
Are you the way you are?
Stupid!
Okay, which one did you target? The one who slashed at Thomas, or
Whichever
the other
was
one?
closest to me.
Closest to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Closest to
That
you.
one had not yet engaged, and he was already heavily wounded, and you kill him with the laser blast.
Excellent.
Ah!
We vaporized.
Yep. Which leaves only one conscious guard left in the cabin, the one who already attacked Thomas. So who's next on the initiative?
Thomas.
6.
Okay, yep. You see this guy just created a large gash in your metal carapace there with his
Take his
broadsword.
ass, Seaman.
Error.
Thermal blast him.
Thermal blast him to hell.
Yeah, okay.
20.
Yep.
15 plus stuff.
I'd like
Oh.
to know the stuff.
18. 18 total.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I get an attack bonus too. I didn't write that in for that one.
1.
All right.
19.
Yeah, I was thinking. I forgot. Phil, what was your total roll?
For damage, total 4.
No, attack roll.
Oh, 17.
Shoot deck space.
Shoot deck space.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
Yep.
pretty good.
All right. Yeah, I think a -1 penalty was fair for your ranged attack. Are you also shooting with the blaster, Thomas?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Then you hit as well. So go ahead. Because yeah, it's just more. It'd be more difficult if you were actually using a melee weapon right now. But since you're not, you're just squeezing a trigger. It's not too bad.
7.
Okay. He's also dead.
Okay, good.
You have no more hostiles aboard the train.
See, it
Oh,
worked
that's
out.
great. There were only 2 of them?
There were 3.
One died.
There were 3 guards, 1 pilot. One of the guards died instantly from the concussion
Oh.
blast, and then the other 2 were wounded from it. So.
Us.
And the
Could have
pilot?
been us.
The pilot's he's just standing there. Oh no, he
died.
Yeah,
So
you
he
see
died
you see
instantly.
like blood pooling out of his ear from like the
Yeah.
concussion grenade. So yeah.
Alright.
Could have been a lot worse.
What do we do now?
I mean, he spent like 800 credits, 900 credits per grenade on that. So I mean, those aren't cheap. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, we need to get back to the ship.
And Suds is not unconscious. He's at 1, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
You're good.
We need to call Mert and have him immediately head back to the ship.
Yeah, get out of here.
No, we're
What?
Not, we're not getting out of here.
What?
Doing quite a bit more, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
what more can we do?
You guys are noticing now that there's a list to the tram. It is not properly resting on the track. So if you want to, yes, you are. And you can see the sparks flying on the side of the track. So
Okay, bring it to a stop.
Fixer.
Yeah.
yep,
Fixer.
this is where you shine.
Oh, okay. I try to assess the tram.
What?
I don't tell you that. I just do it.
What?
Yeah.
Do it.
Fuck off.
You will need to exit the tram to.
I will do so.
Okay, you have no. Do you have any vac suit?
Nope.
Okay,
So I can't do that.
because
Wait, this is non-breathable mix?
the tram, there's sections of the surface world that it runs through. While the tram itself was not compromised, to assess how it's come up, like derailed from the track, he does need to leave the tram, and it is a thin atmosphere, so he'll be straining
your
himself.
breath.
Yeah,
Just it'll be like you're out of breath.
you might get some frostbite. You'll be okay.
I'm gonna try to do it really quick.
If you die, then that will make 2 of us.
If he dies, he dies.
Get a robot fixer.
All right.
Yeah, we should.
And a robot
I
hacker
should
soon.
explain you how to do it.
Do you have any engineering tools or equipment with you?
Actually,
yeah,
you
sure.
know
I
what?
was.
What's your fix skill?
Sean, can I
fixed
use
skills 1.
suppress
I have a
cognition
0
to
fixed
make
skill.
them forget about pain?
Which is worse.
Well, I've got a.
Make Phil forget about
Yeah.
I've got a
Yeah.
post
So it
tech.
just goes out there.
I've got a post tech toolkit with me,
Okay.
so and a meta tool.
Okay, that's good. That I'm sure you have like a little like maybe a basic like grav winch or something like that to
Well, so
yeah. Okay. That
Yes,
seems
of course
pretty good.
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna need 2 rolls from you, Phil.
all right,
I'm gonna need a fix and an exert.
all right. Here comes my fix. That is 9 plus int would be. I assume it's int.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm just making shit up.
Ten.
I don't know.
I
rules.
assume it gets a that modifier as well. I
I don't know rules.
don't know. If it does, it's 10.
Let me see a character sheet. Give me just one character sheet.
Mine's
Sure.
close.
All right.
You have to coax it back into life. Coax. That's a funny word.
I'd allow interdex for this.
Okay, well then int.
Okay.
Or dex.
So that's a 10 on that.
All right.
They
Then
said
give me
nothing.
your exert.
Exert.
Strength or con.
Excellent. Both of those are 0.
All right.
So here we go.
Everything.
All right, got a 3.
You might die up.
Got a 1. Got a
We'll
4
remember
total.
your sacrifice.
Okay. You finish repairing the tram. It's obviously not like perfectly optimal again, but you're confident that it'll make it back to Avalon City without coming off the rail
All right.
after you've done your fix. You feel absolutely just terrible by the time you're done with the work. You're extremely lightheaded. You're numb and like all of your extremities, but you did complete it.
Okay.
And basically until your next extended rest, any attack rolls, defense rolls, or dex rolls will be made with a -3.
Okay.
So you're basically just like blue veined right now.
That's the
Just
problem.
yeah.
We got a lot to do.
What can we have to do? Well, anyhow, I go back in the tram.
Okay, yep. And he gives you the blue thumb up as like his oxygen slowly returning to his brain.
Should have sent the robot
But
out there.
somehow you did the perfect fix job, so you got it back mounted on the rail again, so that's impressive. Alright, so you're gonna take the tram back to the city?
Can the tram just reverse course like that?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's how it's designed. I'll give this to you as a free knowledge. You do remember that there were 2 guards in addition to the ones that boarded the train back at this terminal. So, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to fight them, but when you exit this station, since this is the private tram line that runs between the palace and the city, there will be some guards there that might request an explanation of some kind.
God. I've got an explanation for him.
Yeah, you just open the doors.
Do we know? Do we have like a map of how far away it is,
I should look up.
or any sort of calculation?
Roll a d6.
Mr. Photographic Memory over here. 1.
Okay, no. I was gonna say if you did, there was probably like this little this little graph on showing you like where the palace is, where the city is, and then your progress along
We
the way.
need a best guess.
Could I see it for a moment? Or
Yes.
I could save the page.
Granted to you. Oh, there's something else in here. Hold
And
on.
bequeathed.
There you go.
I didn't see how long it takes me to fix myself.
With an in check, you could make a rough estimation.
Oh, that's a 4. So 7.
Okay, so you just want to estimate like how far you are from the palace and how far you are from the city.
I want to know how far away we are from the city stop.
Okay, probably about 2 miles.
It's not a long time.
No,
Okay.
in tram time, it's probably about 90 seconds or so.
All right. I'll wait. I'll wait a minute,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna pop a smoke grenade.
Are you telling us any of this? You're just doing it out of.
All right,
I
as
don't
I
know
pop
where-
it, I'll say, okay.
Here's the plan.
Okay, here's the plan.
Sean, I
Get
want
your
to
ass to Mars.
use a lift. What is it? How do I use a lift?
Lift. You just drug. You just
Yeah, but like what
inject it into
do
your
I
butt.
as a player do?
You just.
Actually, how much time
Actually,
do
you
we
might
have?
have to have heal 0.
How much time do we have before
Then
we
I can't use
reaching
them.
the thing?
Yeah.
Um.
Then I'm dead.
Well, the tram, it's from your current location is going to take about 90 seconds to get there.
It's not long enough.
No.
No. I need 15 minutes to heal myself.
Okay.
1 HP.
Yeah.
3 HP.
So there's gonna be guards waiting for us when we stop.
Wow.
So we're gonna lure him into the smoke and then kill him.
Okay.
I can't talk my way out of it. There's no good explanation here. So
And why there's 3 dead guards in this?
yeah, that too.
Okay, so like
4.
we.
With the pilot
With the
too.
pilot.
Yeah.
Is it, so we just
What
like
if we
we
play
like
dead
all
too, and there's just a mystery scene of dead bodies in here?
Ooh.
play dead.
Because if we fail, they'll just
They
stab
coup
us.
de grace you and you die.
It's just like a robot. Like
Make sure you stab that robot a few extra times. Damn robot. I mean, your tech that's pretty like beyond what they're normally used on this planet.
So what we
you'd
all
be valuable to them.
we all like go away from the door and point at it when they walk in. We just fire through the smoke. Is that the plan? Is that the plan, Captain?
Just stay low.
We have the
Get prone.
element of surprise.
Right. So get prone, hold your breath, and pew pew.
Okay.
This is simple.
All right.
Maybe I'll teleport behind them and pew pew.
So did Studs use drugs?
He can.
You have to have heal 0, and I don't think any of us have heal 0.
So he
Fuck
really
zero.
needs Mert to administer the
Right, yeah.
drugs to him.
Are we already in motion?
Yeah.
We're out, yeah.
Once in motion.
I mean,
you
Phil
stay in
spent
motion.
Phil spent about probably 4 or 5 minutes repairing remounting it. He spent that long in a thin atmosphere.
Oh.
yeah.
Motherfucking
Little
David
spine.
Blaine.
Little spine over here.
Can't rap
You
anymore.
guys apply lips? You probably need
We don't have heal. None of us do.
None of us can heal.
As soon as the door
We
is
should
open,
really all
Sean,
spend
I
1
want-
point.
No.
Just have
Yeah.
heal 0.
I assume
That's
Mert
like
would be with
first
us.
aid training,
Yeah.
pretty much. You take this
It's
kind
kind of useful.
No.
If I had 15 minutes, I could heal myself 15.
We do
three
not.
points.
We have 30 seconds.
Sean, I want to use suppressed cognition as soon as I see a guard to suppress their thoughts of committing any type of violence.
Okay.
They have to roll a saving throw. I assume towards mental.
Yeah. And you can. It's a single target.
Yeah.
All right.
It says intense focus. I highly doubt I can intense focus multiple targets.
No, probably not. Like that
I
sounds
think,
like.
I think it says a target too.
Okay. Yep. That would also be even more important than the
Make
rest.
the target
Okay.
telepathic contact. Simply not think about something, whether that's the presence of telepathy, the possibility of committing violence, the absence of important documentations. So in case Thomas ever needs to see papers.
I'd probably initiate a second throw if you commit violence against them, but
I think it
preemptively,
says something.
yeah.
That it would break if there was any
Right, if they
reason.
get harmed. Okay. So the smoke starts filling up the cabin, and you guys are assuming what, like crouch positions?
I'm prone.
Yeah, prone or crouch.
Belly down.
Pretty low.
Okay. Let's for the record, I'd like to know who's prone and who's crouched.
I am prone.
It's you gain better cover as prone, but it's more difficult to get up and moving from prone.
Sure.
So you're prone, Phil.
I am prone.
I'm prone.
Okay.
I'll be crouched in the front room, the control room,
Okay.
so I can see the
Yep.
the landing pad.
All right, Thomas, you go into the ground, or are you going to be hunched?
Prone.
Okay.
Yeah, the prone.
So everyone's prone except
Prone
Katsu.
boys.
prone boy.
Okay.
That's what they'll call
The
us.
tram skids into the terminal.
Billowing smoke.
Yeah, it is. Although it's sealed, so it's not, the smoke's not going to come
All the
out.
windows broke.
What?
The windows
Concussion
should.
grenade broke all the windows.
It did not. Those are
That's
they
incredible.
are very powerful. They're very strong
Okay.
windows. Otherwise, the atmosphere would have been compromised in the tram the whole
Yeah,
time.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, then it just looks really weird.
It looks bad in there. Yeah.
Alright.
The door opens automatically as it stops, and the smoke just rushes out. It was getting very difficult for you guys to breathe in there, so it's a nice change of pace. Yeah.
Oxygen
Alright.
deprived.
You were already
okay.
oxygen deprived for
The
a while.
the guards start calling out.
All units.
Yeah,
All units surround the car.
Sergeant Grant, Corporal Lawrence, and there's no answer. You guys, it's very difficult to see right now, but cautiously they step in to the tram. Studs, when you get line of sight, you do your mental blast cognition thing. Okay, he will be not inclined to violence in any respect. Not for now. And they have their broadswords out. They're kind of searching, and it's only a matter of time before they see all of you
Like,
guys.
smoked it
But-
up, but aroused them.
Rouse them?
What?
Aroused their suspicion.
Yes,
That's right.
that's the idea.
This smoke.
You want them to be
arouses me.
suspicious?
You think
I
they
mean,
would
the
be
smoke-
more suspicious now than if we had walked out of this tram with 4 dead bodies sitting there?
Yeah.
I mean, we would have at least been able to walk out without them being suspicious.
Well, no, they'd
No,
probably
they'd
know
be
that.
very suspicious.
They would be like, "Hey, there's the people who we know
Yeah.
is on the tram."
Yeah, they saw us get in here
Alright.
not that long ago. I'm telling you, it was not a talk your way out situation.
Okay. So do you guys open fire?
I will teleport behind them. And
Okay, with your revolver.
That's right.
Okay.
I haven't used it in a while.
Okay. Let's basically they were wary, so it's not a full surprise round, but you automatically get to go first. Is how we're gonna do that.
Nice.
So let's roll initiative for everybody else.
This is where Studs dies.
We'll be fine.
I rolled a 3.
So these are 2 healthy elite, or palace guards, I guess you call them. But you only have 2 to contend with this time.
Initiate.
Should have rolled better than that.
And one is not thinking about me.
No, not until he takes
Look at
harm
that.
himself.
Yes.
Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that.
So Katsu automatically goes first because he did his little teleport thing. So you get to squeeze the trigger.
Yep.
Squeezy.
You just gonna chrome to the dome one of their heads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take a plus 5 for your attack roll.
Nice. I will do so.
All right.
He's dead.
That is
Is it a 1?
no.
Okay.
It is like a
17.
24 or 23.
Okay.
He's dead.
You can't roll below half your max damage. So if you roll below that, you can re-roll.
Okay. I did not.
Okay.
I rolled 8 damage.
He's dead.
Yep. Since you could square it like at the base of his neck, his azurite armor isn't really helping him there. So
Just line it up.
yep,
perfect.
he's done.
Nice.
Okay.
Solo XP. Baby.
All right.
You were still part of
And
it
I
with
even
us.
gave you the benefit of targeting the higher initiative roll.
Perfect.
So okay, who was after 8?
8.
You also rolled it. Go ahead, Phil.
I will shoot my thermal pistol.
Okay.
boy!
You're prone in the smoke, so
Prone
you're
in
gonna
the
you're gonna
smoke.
get an attack penalty, but you may
Alright.
you may still shoot.
So
You
do I even see them?
And you also have your -3
Yeah.
because your hands are like.
Roll real well.
Are you in my line of fire?
He absolutely is.
Theoretically.
If you roll
Theoretically.
horribly, like terrible roll, it's possible you could hit
Roll
Katsu.
negative.
No,
that's
that's
not
not
so bad.
terrible.
That's
Well,
9.
tell me what it would be before your penalty.
It's just 19 on the die. 19.
Okay. So
Um,
what would your
pretty good.
what would your bonuses be? normally?
None. So just go down to 16,
You
I
should have
guess.
plus.
I only
You have
I
at
shoot
least
I
one.
shoot
You have
0.
base attack.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
you
you're
always
right.
get a bonus.
That okay. So
I was gonna
plus
say,
2
even
is
I have
21.
one.
Then -3
Unless
is
you're untrained and shooting
18.
entirely.
Okay. And it was gonna be another -2, but that's still just enough to tie his armor class.
How are
Okay.
you plus 2?
because the thermal. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, laser
Oh.
weapons always get plus
Yeah.
1.
So you may roll damage, Phil.
Awesome.
That's kind of nice.
1 and a 7.
Okay.
7.
He's barely alive. You see like this melting plasma in a lesser reinforced patch of his armor. He's like,
Oh,
it's a very
one.
dry,
shoot
wheezing
0.
sound.
Sneak 1.
So, who's next on initiative?
Not me.
Like 2.
Oh, then probably me.
Thomas,
I have
roll
30.
off. Oh no, then Stutz goes.
And 2.
He's gonna be inclined to violence if he gets a turn. No, because
He's been shot at. Yeah,
been
that,
shot.
that
All
makes sense.
inclined to violence.
yeah.
All right.
That's the philosophy.
I will.
You have the right to remain violent.
I will
Yeah.
shoot,
Okay.
and I'll probably miss horribly,
All right,
and I
but
won't
take,
feel bad about
if you hit
hitting
Katsu.
Katsu.
All right. If you roll 1, you'll hit Katsu.
I rolled.
Pretty well.
Yeah, that's
You're gonna
seven-
-2 for the conditions.
17, 15.
15.
Yep, that's
Okay.
my number.
Because you were prone and in the smoke. Okay. Just barely misses him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I have to crit base.
Okay.
This point,
Yep.
I can't do shit.
Thomas, roll off between you and this guard.
Thomas is the best.
Did you roll an 8?
I rolled another 2.
Okay. Then he gets to go.
This paper just stopped it dead. Look
Thomas
at that.
is not the best.
Alright. This guy, he might be like dimly aware. I mean, technically, kind of is all roughly simultaneous
Mm-hmm.
about Katsu being behind him. But he did see the stream of the laser from the guy who almost killed him. And in his death throes, he just shakily levels his handgun and just shoots in that direction. He knows he's not going to have enough time to pull out his sword. So
Straight in the dome.
you get defensive bonuses because you're prone and in the smoke.
Alright.
So he's probably going to miss
See
you.
what happens.
He might
Oh,
hit you,
he's
Phil.
wait. That's a
19.
Is that
yeah.
a 17?
That's a 19. Alright, Phil, what's your AC?
You're dead.
My AC is 13.
Oh, he does hit you.
You're dead.
You're done.
You take 2 damage.
Okay, I've got
Wait,
I've
what?
got 0 health left.
Okay, that puts you in 0.
Now.
I should have teleported out of the fucking
What
place.
happens to a person with 0 HP? They go into a coma.
It's bad. We'll get to it.
We have
There's
to
really-
Lazarus him quick.
There's really
Yeah.
only one place for him to hit me. I'm just prone looking at
So
him. Probably hit me in
0.
the fucking dome.
So 0 is 0 is the same as negative. Like it's just all bad.
Yeah, it's all
You're-
bad.
you're just
so
done.
We need to Lazarus
You
him.
start dying.
Yep. Okay.
I can't find
we
my
don't have
dying
heal.
body in the smoke.
Just
No,
Thomas.
you don't,
Thomas
you don't need
goes.
heal
Yeah.
for
Yep.
Lazarus.
Yep. So I'm gonna thermal pistol.
The remaining guard.
Yep.
Okay, take your shot.
Well, luckily, 3 of us go before him,
Nope.
but I'm useless.
That was real bad. It was a 3 base, so it's like
That's quite bad.
yeah.
That's
It's possible. So what's
Hold on, let me.
so
I'll
you
get
have
the
a-
total mod.
Don't you
then.
have like plus?
Plus 4,
four?
so 7.
Okay.
is total.
All right, so you didn't get to 1 even
No.
with the -2. Okay, no, then it just flies away. So then I'll go back to Katsu then.
I'll shoot this
Yeah.
guy in the dome as well.
You get a +3. Like he's lightly aware of you and he's trying to like stagger away, so it's not quite an auto hit, but
I got a.
and you have no attack penalties because you're
No.
not inside of the
16.
trim. That hits.
Nice. Only 2.
Okay.
Kill through.
His armor seems to have absorbed the shot,
Damn.
so he's still kicking.
Can I do suppress cognition again on him?
Yes, it'll be a bit more difficult for him to fail, but
Okay. But I don't want to do it on the attack.
I'm gonna teleport back into the control room.
I wonder if you have line of sight there.
Might line of sight to where I am.
Yeah, I
That's
should
true
have
because
put
you
it
were.
out
That's
more.
because you were. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll allow it.
I want to make him forget that he was ever attacked.
Okay.
What am I doing here?
I'm bleeding.
That is
Alright.
that is my ability.
That is your intention. You don't know if it was successful or not.
That's fine.
Okay.
I have to roll a 20. Let's see if I would have hit him. No, I rolled a 19, so I wouldn't have hit him still.
Okay.
Damn, man.
Unless you just. I mean, you don't know if the attack penalty. It might be lessening.
Yeah, the
but-
smoke should be clearing.
Yeah. But you chose your action.
Damn it,
Yep.
Phil.
Okay.
You are just a creature of farts.
So Phil,
You're a
you're,
fart creature.
Phil's at 0.
What?
So let's see
One
what
of the
happens
characters
when
can be a
you.
fart alien.
Let's see what happens when you go to your first turn after 0.
It's really not. He has 6 rounds. I think that's all. of
Oh,
it.
okay. All right. Then a round pass.
There's no like death rolls
6
or
rounds
anything.
to live.
All right.
Yeah, but now every round until we get him back, it's harder to get him
I
back.
thought Sean died way quicker in one shot.
No, it's just
You ran out of
the
Lazarus.
Lazarus patches were very. Very sad. All right. This guy,
Slapping him on him.
he turns to see Katsu's not there anymore.
Go.
You know, he's just gonna. I mean, you're prone, and he shot you. So I guess if he hits Phil when he's
Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
he's just gonna start shooting into the cabin somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll see what if it. Okay, you hear a few bullets fly by and it doesn't hit anybody. So
Okay.
Thomas is your chance.
So my theme didn't work.
No,
Or-
really.
Even if it did, he might be suspicious.
He forgets the thought. He forgets it. I don't think you had the.
Is this a skill check?
He wouldn't be suspicious if he doesn't know it.
Well, you said
That's
you
great.
forget that
Shoot
he
out
got
this
shot
guy
at, right?
Everyone's
Well, he
just
was
ran-
up to me
everyone-
again.
Yeah.
Try to get him up.
So he would have
That's
no
what
reason
you
to
do.
shoot randomly.
Unless you
I'll
plan
finish
your
this
attack
guy.
I
for
have no
extending
skill
it.
skill.
But I made him forget to that he
Is it my turn again?
violence to begin with.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll teleport next to him.
Okay.
To his
That's
dome.
right. I need that good wood. I need that good wood.
You need that good wood.
Did you roll
Wood
that
is
again?
good.
Wood
I
is
rolled a
good.
20 when I
Wood is
bounced it
good.
on the real wood. Like
What's
when
the
I'm rolling on
bonus
this
here?
paper, it's just
Alright.
I
garbage.
rolled 3 19s in a row.
On
So I'm
wood,
wasting
on
it.
that good wood. Look at that 18.
Right.
Alright.
Main +3 again. Bonus.
Never again am I rolling on paper.
Do you teleport back to him?
Ooh, that's less. That is gonna be 14.
Nope. His armor absorbs the shot.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Studs' roll.
What'd you fail on?
Studs' turn.
I've had a gun to his dome.
you
Yeah,
failed?
and his
He's like
dome
the Hulk.
absorbed it.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. We need to take this armor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's good armor.
technology.
You
How
might
can
be
you-
able to augment your power suits with it.
So
So
does
that
that
would
say
be
your throwing pistol is ineffective?
well,
No.
basically, he's missing an AC,
Oh,
and so
okay.
that's
Alright.
that's my description of what happens. Is like the bullet just like goes a little low and goes. All right, so it's your turn.
There's nothing I want to do.
You have no more attack penalty. The smoke's clearing out,
You might as well help Phil.
If you,
All right, I'll
which
ask
also
him.
means it'll be a clearer shot for the guy if he shoots again in there, because he's basically got like a 9mm. Just
Flee.
Yep.
Take cover.
I'll just shoot him.
Okay.
I'll miss, but I'll shoot him.
No attack penalty now.
Oh, so 16.
That's just good enough. Roll damage.
What do I have? D6. 2.
Okay. His armor is compromised now. It won't grant him absorption anymore, and it's a lower armor class, but he's still alive. You see him. Oh no! And now it's Phil spends another round. Okay.
How many is that? Is he almost dead yet?
it's -2, right?
That's
Two-
2
that's
rounds
my
he
second
spent at that.
round.
No, he's got time.
So
Alright.
your turn.
Katsu's next to
No,
him
no,
again,
no.
right?
What did he do?
It's his turn now.
He's going right now.
Oh yeah, I'm next.
Alright.
Probably the best person to be shot at right now. To be
He
honest.
misses.
See?
Nice.
See, he misses. He rolled a 2.
Now he's starting to run.
It's robot time.
Just deeper, just down the corridor towards the city.
What's
so.
his
Is it
range?
empty?
There from the attention, there's people that are starting to like filter over here, just like civilians. So
Never see me execute this guy.
no, they might see the robot execute him.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to kill him instead of healing.
He's
I got-
bloodlust.
he's got time.
He wants to.
Got time.
He wants to log a
It's gonna
kill.
be really difficult.
Hard to kill.
He hurt my friend.
Hey, no, but his armor system's compromised now, so it grants
There
us.
you go.
He has
I
a
mean, it's
slower
gonna be
AC.
really difficult to
Oh.
heal.
He's got like
I'm not
three
worried
rounds.
about killing this
He's
guy.
got 3 rounds.
It gets harder.
It's a -1
as
penalty
time
each
each
round.
time.
Do
So
you really think we should let him live?
I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm right near him, and I can teleport.
You can teleport to Phil. No, hold on, that's a new round. You're right. It is with the -1. It is like literally impossible.
Well, let's see. We get a minus.
Actually, I don't even see Lazarus patch written in my backpack.
He
I
gave
gave
you
you
one.
one.
Yeah.
So
Just one
you have Dex. So you're actually really good to do it.
at healing.
Yeah,
Dex
it's
helps.
int heal or Dex heal.
All right.
And so you have no heal, so it's -1,
But then,
and then it's another -2 right now. So it's a -3 plus.
and you need to
your
get a
2.
6.
it's
So really, it's a
total.
net.
Okay, it's a -1 total.
Yep.
Net -1. You have to get 6.
All right, I might as well try.
All right.
I'll try healing.
Robot love.
Even though I secretly want a robot.
Extendo prick.
One step closer to the entire group being robot.
See, it's difficult.
One step.
It's difficult,
Wait,
man.
is this a skill check?
It is a skill check.
You get to
Reroll
reroll.
Reroll failed once per scene.
That like no one's ever used so far.
Compressions.
Hey!
It's just enough.
Just enough.
Alright, Phil, you've been brought back. See an extendo prick.
I shoot him.
Is that blue in the
Zombie.
face still?
Yeah. You're in terrible shape.
I think he's still unconscious.
Oh, okay. Then you. Alright.
He's critically wounded.
Yeah.
How do I tell? Like
You're
I
critically
didn't
wounded
even-
and you're suffering from like oxygen deprivation.
You are
You are in
alive?
really rough shape, my friend.
We'll remember your sacrifice.
Oh, God.
I won't. Because I'll be
Does
dead.
it require trained
You
hands?
say,
lift?
this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Could I
heal
just,
0.
could I just feed him lift?
No, you have to inject it into the right spot.
right in the ass.
Right in the
Yeah.
You have to have some training.
Mert.
Okay, my turn.
Save us.
Yep.
I'm gonna teleport right behind this guy
Okay.
and put it to his dome again.
Alright, take your plus. He's fleeing now, so back to +5.
Nice.
He's dead.
Oh yeah, I'm way high, way high.
Alright.
20 something.
And he gets no damage absorption.
3 damage.
Okay.
All that 3 takes every bit of that 3.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Combat is done for now.
All right.
Till the
So I
mob-
see him like just labored breathing, unconscious.
Right.
gun
The
breathing
robot
again.
probably gives you the thumbs up. And stabilize it. Yeah.
All right, you're gonna have to carry him. We have to haul ass back to the Excelsior.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Mert?
I know.
He'll meet you back there.
Great.
He's treating some boys.
Yeah.
Some random boy
Some
who's doing
big
a
guy.
job.
this boy.
Still spine.
He's some kid in the mines.
Okay.
We're gonna lose him.
All right.
Never make fun of
the
his
only-
music again.
The only time you're confronted on the way back, it's not by the Empress's guards. It's by the town authority, who basically just asks you. He recognizes you. He says, "Katsu, we've heard gunshots. There's been reports of violence on the Empress's tram. What do you know about this? Looks like you've been wounded."
There's a coup. I'm evacuating the city. Await further orders.
All right, roll a talk.
I am being honest, but that is a 6.
Okay. He says, "Well, I won't get in your way. Good enough for now. Yeah,
That's good
okay.
enough.
All right, yeah. So he lets you pass, and the city is abuzz right now.
Oh, I bet.
But you guys do make it back to the docking bay, and Alfred Ontego is there, and when he sees Mert with you guys, he says, "I've already heard what's going on." He says, "You guys will have my full support as long as I can hitch a ride with you guys out of the system."
Excellent.
All right, so you agree to that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's getting a ride.
All right, then Alfred, he won't impede your progress if you wish to leave this docking bay. He'll get you.
Well, actually, yes. Someone is.
Okay.
Well, you're going to the med bay because you're useless now, which sucks.
Yeah.
I could fix the ship.
You are going with Hoshi. You're taking the Excelsior, and you're gonna obliterate the palace.
Just bombard. Yep.
The rest of us are going on the bulk freighter.
All right. And we're gonna hit the pause right there before everyone splits up because it's like 10:30. Everyone can get 4 XP for this session.
Hey!
Is that level 4?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that sexiness.
Way more HP.
Does that fully heal me? Does leveling fully heal in this game?
That wouldn't make much sense.
No, unfortunately not.
I figured it didn't.
But
But it
even
raises
Phil,
our
in
max.
his unconscious state, just is like, he's
But
growing
Mert,
stronger, so.
but Mert is coming with us, right?
Mert will be.
I
with
want him.
somebody,
He needs to
yeah.
double lift me as soon as he gets back.
3d6 plus con mod.
Oh, I went up by 1 again.
So is this
Really
going?
gonna lag behind.
I went down.
Your
so nothing
your
changed.
glass cannon.
You go up by 1.
Oh, you do.
It's 1d6 times 4 now.
So I'm at 13.
Times 4?
Times your level, right?
Yeah, it's 46.
Oh, I got way more than that. Neat.
This is where I gain no health. I need to.
So what are you at right now, Studs?
I'm at 1 health.
No, I
Oh,
mean your
max
max.
is 10. I'm really
And
low.
You get to roll 4.
I started at 6.
You have good odds of having a nice jump here.
Can we?
Let's see, 8,
Eight.
10, you go up by 1.
Go up by 1.
Yeah.
It might be worth dipping into Biopsionic.
But does my current health go up by 1?
What do we get for
You
being
roll
level
40,
4?
46 for
current
your
is
HP.
affected at all.
No, I didn't
No.
think so.
46.
Oh, I see a 6 and a 5 there. That's
Right.
already good.
And a 3 and a
Three,
1.
Yeah,
It's up a
pretty
little
good.
bit.
that's
Real
15.
good. I add 4.
You were at
11.
11.
He's at 15.
Alright, that is good.
I'm getting high.
Yep.
You've passed me by a mile.
Past me.
I started at 6 and I think I went up to 9, and then I went up
I
to
think-
10, and then I'm up
yeah.
to 11 now. So it's pretty
I
bad.
think I see Katsu's plans unfolding in his head now.
I really don't want to state it because then you'll plan around it.
Yeah. So I'll just hold my tongue then, I guess.
Yeah.
Because then, if I am right, then maybe you will change what you want to do.
Exactly.
Yep.
So base attack bonus is now +2.
Oh, it is because it's divided by 2.
Yep.
Do we ever raise attributes?
You can spend skill
Oh,
points.
yeah.
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 How many
Is-
points do we get?
Isn't it amazing
That's
the
like
kind
How many
of...
points do we get?
Of what?
Yeah, you never really get powerful in this.
Well,
like you get a
No, I mean, you definitely...
How many points do we have?
like
left?
it's definitely improving, but
Yeah,
like you
skill
don't like
points
see
by
something
default.
like suddenly like
No.
oh my int is plus.
Like, you can always die in Stars Without Number.
Yeah, even at max level, yep.
It's just amazing the types of radical decisions that Katsu will make based only on his precognitions. Like, you know,
Told me if I went in, I wouldn't come out.
I did, but you don't know exactly this. Maybe she's.
I
right.
want to come back out.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then,
yeah, I was gonna say even if he didn't die, like
I'll put you in the basement in like a tube. You can like Tell me what you see.
It's like,
Yeah.
are you interested on what was gonna happen?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell me, but
Yeah.
no, I'm not interested.
I don't know. I don't see how there's something good about
Sounded
that.
really
It
bad.
sounded really ominous. It sounded like
No, I mean,
dying.
I always forget how the
It was
points
just
work.
a chance of dying.
The-
which
I get 3 total.
you can ask anyone, and most people would say, you know, that the former contestant has gone pretty kind of power crazy since.
That's what it seemed like. That's
Yep.
why I was wary
Yeah.
the whole time.
Not coming back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way
might have been. It's likely you would have.
she was power crazy, and then a formal
You would have been allowed
lord
to
comes
be a
back.
consort, but you could never leave the palace or something like that.
Yeah, I had a proposition for her, but
Yeah.
it became increasingly clear she wouldn't even
It would've-
agree to it.
Or it would have been overwhelmingly one-sided to the point that you could never accept what.
She's not
yeah.
someone we want in the alliance.
No.
The Rebel Alliance.
I'm gonna learn how to work.
You already
Gonna learn how to work.
I always forget how many
Because
points
works
I get.
come up a lot, Thomas, and then
Yeah.
you're like, don't have work. Yeah.
I mean, I'm supposed to be a worker bot, so.
Okay.
I should probably get shoot, so I'm stopped being -2 here.
Shooting's always
So
good.
I could spend all 3 points to level up biopsionics.
To gain that as
I could
yeah.
heal people 1d6 plus 1.
with your brain.
Yeah, with my brain.
That's pretty awesome.
And if I use it on somebody like Phil, who is dead, they revive with the rolled hit points and can act normally on the next round.
Wow.
Like that's
Then they die again.
No, then
Oh,
they're
okay.
just
It's
healed.
just, he's just
Alright.
fucking.
Everybody they come back for just a little bit. Yeah.
You gotta spin him up
So-
when you need him.
So if Phil were actually dead, then that wouldn't do anything. It's not that kind of revive.
No.
But
Just
in
heal.
the
No, I can't bring people
back
I can't
from
resurrect
the
people.
dead. Alright,
no.
yeah, that'd be pretty
That'd be
great.
pretty insane.
Yeah. Okay.
And if I take this ability, I don't even need commit effort. So I can just.
I'm gonna write a note that
Pretty
says,
cool.
"Don't
Might be
forget to
worth it.
level up."
Yep.
I didn't want to be a healer, but it seems like I might need to be. Since Mert really
Mert-
fails.
Mert took the path
He
of drugs.
just
and you,
sucks, yeah.
I might.
Because he has to leave an hour early.
yeah.
And that's usually the last hours when I have all the
When
harebrained
stuff,
schemes.
stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's planned as a
planned.
storytelling type of
And that's the
mechanic.
funny thing is, from a DM's perspective with the sandbox campaign, I didn't know if like things were gonna go crazy on the Beast Planet with what you guys wanted to do or anything. Like, I didn't necessarily know when the action was gonna happen. It could have happened with the patrol boat, you know, if you confronted
Yeah.
that. But you know, it's just
I
just
try
the
to
way it
avoid conflict. But
Nope.
This is my
Sometimes.
people.
It's your people.
I avoid conflict, but this is my people, so they must get shot.
Give this people air.
Come on, you got what you want, Copenhagen or Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
It's like
That's
it's
Mert.
It's Copenhagen, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think I'll do that. I think I'll be a healer.
Stick this up your nose.
So
Yeah,
that
I mean-
means that I could bring Phil back into ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready
down
to
the
go.
right
Give him a
way.
little
Yeah.
zap.
Like I
That's
suddenly
cool.
is like, oh.
You did that for me too.
I can heal everybody non-stop.
Can you heal me?
Back to full for all of us.
Heal me, please.
I can fix myself in 45 minutes.
That's kind of nice.
4 HP now per 15 minutes. That's good.
Oh yeah, I can't heal you.
I can heal pretty easily as long as I have spare bits.
Spare Bitcoin. Alright, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, we could pretty easily all die next time.